just.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Super D&D, Season 6, Episode 13. We're back with our fiery crew, at least most of them. No horsemen again tonight, but we'll see if one shows up later. But we're going to get into it. But to recap everybody what happened last time, our motley misfits and horsemen on this side of hell found themselves traveling in a southern direction, leaving the Concubitus ruins behind. They managed to stave off the heat long enough for them to reach a gap, a pit that falls hundreds of feet down with no way to get down other than drop. However, the party does make it across, with the Shinigami jumping themselves and Pestilence across. While Death and Arya fly, Mops takes to the sky in his demon form and carries Ashley and their scorpion friend. However, in the middle of their journey, extremely fast-flying creatures attempt to ambush them. With quick thinking, some close calls, and Arya nearly falling to her death, the party is able to make it alive into the other side. That is where they manage to rest and recover the next day of travel. They run into a crash site, a destroyed vessel. They do some investigating and get a few supplies, until Mop accidentally makes it explode. This time is a creature so vast it's hard to make out what it is. You all find yourself surrounded by a massive eye staring down at you. In a blink of an eye, you're met with 4 demonoids. These demonoids talk to you in broken English, and you start to strike a deal. They agree to give you a ride for some of your things and let you on board their metal dragon. That is where we pick up. So as you step inside the metal dragon, you are met with a small circular chamber about 15 feet with a ladder to your front and a mechanism that may be for the eye at your back. Ashley immediately notices there are 4 other demonoids inside besides the 4 you already met, ones that she wasn't able to sense before while they were inside. You see a couple of them begin to make towards the ladder as a small bright face pops over the top. You see a small yellow-skinned demon with rounded horns and a huge smile with sharp teeth. Her dark purple black hair flops down around the top of her head as she shouts something down in demonic.
What does she shout?
She just says something. She just says, "Did you make new friends?" To the one you talk to. What's most notable about this demon is you kind of climb up the ladder. As they kind of make way, just one of them climbing up before you. You see that she is a terrifying metal body that looks exceedingly dangerous, but it's kind of like this weird spring trap, spider-like creature, but you can see bits of her organs kind of being held in place by different pods and blood that kind of travels through each part of the metal body to that very real demon head at the top. She kind of smiles up as you pull your way across in this metal, very steampunk-esque, like browns and almost rust-colored metals. As she kind of pulls out a couple different tools. You see the... where is he? You see the one that you met before, the kind of the dark red skin and the hair kind of blowing up and away past with the black eyes. The more official one that spoke better English, except he just looks at all of you as you're kind of pulling yourselves up the ladder. He just says, "This is Dinwa. Dinwa, people."
Hi, Dinwa. Hello. I'll say it in demonic.
You see Dinwa looks a little confused hearing you speak, and then seemingly like presses a button, but looks a little less sure of herself a second ago. You see that there is an audio recording of what you're fairly certain is English.
Oh no.
But it's in German.
Oh, we don't have any German speakers here.
Yeah, you can tell that it's German, but like amongst the engineering and stuff, she seemed a little bit less certain as she didn't seemingly recognize the language you spoke.
I'll kind of give her like a little grimace and be like, in demonic, I'll be like, "Oh, that's not English. It's German, actually, and we don't speak that."
To Ashley, it sounds. She just said, "Wait, there's multiple human languages. This is stupid."
Yeah, like hundreds.
Ashley feels the rest of the crew seemingly moving down towards the rest of you. You hear heavy footsteps as well as lighter ones, kind of.
Kind of look back at Mop and them and be like, more of them are coming, by the way. Just to let you know.
You see, like, almost like a weird Jack in the Box, a arm kind of over to the, like, a handle, and she opens the door. And you see stepping forward is not a demon, actually. You see a stern-faced man with a slugger's cap on his head, but tipped back just a bit to see his greasy brown black hair poking out the front, just to the length of the brow. Moving down the face, you can see his eyes are dark red color, unnaturally so. But most notably on his face is the lower half. His massive mutton chops that lead into a thick mustache and no beard on the chin, at least as far as you can see, is completely made of metal. So basically from like the mustache portion down, he's like jaw and everything, he's just made of metal.
Looks like they put him back together.
Like a sleek brushed metal as well as everything underneath it as far as you can see, as it leads to a rather gritty and rough set of captain's gear. When I say captain's gear, I really mean captain from multiple different eras. For instance, a pilot's jacket over his shoulder, a pirate captain looking pair of pants, as well as a different little badges and patches from different eras.
That's
You
cool.
see he barks something out in German, which Dinwa kind of nods, and she kind of grabs onto the ceiling and starts like awkwardly twisting and bending to go back into one of the other areas. You see, they seemingly have intentionally made vents big enough for her to just travel through the ship in.
No.
Sus.
You see the captain looks at you, but along with him, you see that there are two other figures, and a naturally thin demon with yellowish gray skin, very flat facial features, and pure white eyes. They wear simple clothing that doesn't fit their form. They almost seem to slide off of them, be too short or too baggy. You also see a stocky, muscular demon with goggles and grease over their form. Her sweaty, hard-working form shows off her abs, biceps, and shoulders. She carries tools much like the rest of those that you've kind of seen, some of which you've already met at the surface, but these seem much more precise and harder to use, maybe even more dangerous. See, then he turns to you, the captain, says something in German again, and then pauses, and then says something in demonic. Or actually, it just sounds like weird guttural sounds. But to Ashley, it sounds like, "So, you've come to make a deal, yes?"
You're saying we've come to make a deal?
Mm-hmm.
I say back in
Okay.
demonic.
You see, he looks at one of the other person that was in charge. What's the getting names? You see, he says, looks over, and you hear him say, in a kind of universal language at this point, because a name, you hear him say George to what is clearly a demon, who kind of looks at him. He says in English, "You said the word for making a deal, yes? Yeah, we're gonna work out
we're just working
the
together.
specifics."
Yeah, exactly. We help you, you help us. It's already been laid out. We're good. It's nice to meet you. I'm Ash. It's my friend Aria, Mop.
I am Captain Andre. It's
Andre.
not Andre, Andre.
Andre. Thank you, Aria.
I would have you know I run a tight ship here. And I want to make sure that there are no funny business on this ship. And I want to make sure the right deals happen.
Oh yeah, there's no funny business. We actually have like hell to save and more serious things to really focus on. So we'll be.
I
nice and
am
tight
not
for you guys.
interested in your mortal squabbles. I'm simply looking to better my place in the world. Okay?
Yeah, we're looking to better your place in the world too. That's why
Well-
it was a mutual understanding with this guy over here, and I bumped the other guy in the shoulder like we're already best buds.
Kind of like, you see, like, shies away slightly. Like, not in a weird way, like almost a flustered way. George.
He's a good deal maker, by the way. Really great.
Actually, no, George. I need you to go fix some of the things up on the brig, as well as the front the command center. Yes, sir. The rest of you are back to work.
Hi, George.
Coco, you can show
Okay.
them to the rooms. You see the stocky kind of rolls her shoulders a little bit, maybe intimidatingly, maybe just she had sore shoulders, you're not sure. But like, she kind of walks up to you both and just says, "This way."
Yes, ma'am.
Just like, she just has like the
She
very
speaks
like,
English?
she has like a seemingly a somewhat German accent, but yes.
Oh, I love that.
Starts walking up towards the stairs. You see, as that happens, you see Death kind of slide off to follow the captain and immediately start talking in his ear. First, the captain seems a little surprised, but then it almost maybe to yell at him to go away. But Death has a knack of talking his way through most situations. They continue down the hall.
Ugh.
Fun. That's
see-
gonna be great.
Okay,
You see, as you turn back around, you see Pestilence just looking down at Death with like hands on their hips, just. Ugh. What is he doing now? I'll be back. You see, they turn into
Don't get
flies and
into trouble,
disappear.
Please.
Don't tell me what to do.
Please.
No response.
I'll take that as a yes. I'll keep walking with Mop and the others.
You see the person referred to as Coco doesn't seemingly have much interest in either waiting for you or interest in you at all, as she is just walking down the hallway, and by the time you look back, she's like a good 15 feet down the hall.
Oh,
You see, this place is huge. As you're walking around it more and more, it seems like you are kind of walk down like the main set of hallways into like what is probably the main stomach and chest structure of this dragon. But it's as big as a football stadium. Like, it's huge. At least it feels with it, because you're like just walking down like the initial neck portion for like a good 10 minutes until you're walking through and you walk down different levels. And it's crazy to think that there's only 8 people on this thing, as far as Ashley can tell. But it's all running.
They're making it all run. That's so
Seems like
cool.
intense amount of automation and things like that as well. You see, there's a couple things that Ashley can read off in demonic of like armory, things that like are organized enough, and a couple like the mess hall, engines, things like that, like so that people kind of know where to go because it's a huge space.
Also read him off to Mop and Arya. Like, oh yeah, that's what that says. Oh yeah, that's what that says over there.
And you see that as you
Like,
kind
she's
of
so excited she finally gets to be a tourist in the place that she knows the language of.
you see that as you kind of get through the neck area and kind of towards the main chest properly now, you see that you see Coco presses a button, and then the floor kind of starts moving, and it's like a very rapid, like way too fast for most people, unless you're like used to this. And she just doesn't look back once. She just keeps going. And she's like disappearing rapidly. She's gone. You all follow?
Yeah.
He's like racing.
I gotta look around like, fuck.
Oh, you roll
I'll
me
grab Aria's
acrobatics.
arm and I'll go.
Acrobatics. Most of you will
Wait,
probably be fine.
no. Can I help him out?
No,
Oh, never mind, I'm good.
he's fine.
Yeah, my acrobat.
You guys are pretty good. It's just
Okay,
a little
good, good.
Oh,
intimidating.
shit.
You see, everybody's fine, but it's just like that first step of like, oh, okay, that's not so bad. As you like get used to the momentum, but it's just like a free standing. You like know those airport things that speed up, but imagine that if it twisted around corners and through hallways, but it's like probably 8 times the speed as well. Just
Wee.
This is way better than Ian.
Wee.
and you see that eventually you are led to a whole like area that is just like rooms of very nice sizes, and you see Coco walks up to each of them and just just like grabs without looking really, just grabs I think Mop technically went first, grabs Mop's hand and just places it on a scanner like very aggressively, and just like scans the hand and just shoves him aside.
What's this for?
It closes. Mop, you see you walk in and this is like a really, it's like very like steampunk, like cyberpunk-esque, like grungy, but it's very well kept, well spaced, and a very nice bed and things like that for you to be in there. You see they go down a couple, like just one next to it, and then grabs Arya, same thing. And Arya practically gets thrown into the room for the sake of the Force. It's a very strong demon, and they don't seem to care. And they go down around the corner just a tiny bit, like nothing super far. It's just like it was like 1, 2 around the corner, 3 for Ashley. Grab same thing, just like can't quite reach, so it's just like langs an arm back towards Ashley. There's like the hand open closed, like give me.
I'm gone.
You're all in different rooms now. They're very nice rooms. They're all pretty much the same, but they're like imagine like a king size suite for one person.
Whoa.
We went
Are we
from
near each other?
Yeah, you're like
the desert
it's like
to
Arya and Mop are directly next to each other, and then you're just next to them, but around the corner slightly.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like go back out if you wanted to.
Slowly poke my head out.
And you poke your head out, and Coco's gone. You don't even see her anymore.
Oh.
I'll also slowly poke my head out.
You see, you poke
And
your
then,
head out.
since I'm in a different corner, I go, psst, are you guys still there?
No.
Ah, fuck.
Oh look, a mini fridge.
Yep.
They have a
There,
mini
there's it's fully stocked with shit like food and stuff that you don't recognize any of it. It's like basically like
Wait.
when you go to
are
the
guys
Asian
sharing just
section.
one really big room? Or did you have
No,
two separate
we're just
rooms?
next
Okay,
to
okay.
each other.
That's not fair. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Well,
And also the
Did you wanna
platform is
share
still going,
rooms?
by the way. So if you step out of your room, you're just on a moving platform. That's going the wrong way for
I
all
don't know how I
for
get
Ashley.
back to you. Oh wait,
can
actually, no. I know
bloodshot.
exactly how I can do it. Yeah, I'm gonna turn into a blood puddle, and I forgot that I can climb as a blood puddle. I'm gonna climb the
You see this-
wall around
you
the
s-
corner.
You see, you do that pretty. It's like
See if I
like
can
it's like
roll
just
it.
directly around the corner. Yeah.
Nice.
She'll have Arya, like, once I see Ashley, like, Arya will have, like, her little wings out, like, as she's, like, flying to not stand on this platform.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
guys can
Just
all
be
go to
ready
the
for
same room. You
command.
can go to different rooms.
I'll
if you
kind of
want.
point at Mop's room.
Yeah, that's
So
what
that we all just meet up at Mop's room instead.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah, you guys are all
knock on her-
collectively
on
in
his
Mop's
roof.
room. As you mop, you are pouring over the mini fridge. It's actually more of like a normal sized fridge with a kitchenette in the place. It's a very weird kitchenette because it's like you're like vaguely sure this box thing that is actually horizontal, not vertical. Like you lift it up like a cooler, and it just has all your fridge and freezer stuff in 2 different sections. There's like a couple different like things built into the wall that you're like, that could be a stove, a microwave, a toaster oven, toaster, or all 4. And then there's just a
Oh my
counter
God, like
space. And then there's like
Spy
a
Kids microwave.
kind of, and then there's like a basin that just has water already in it. That has like a weird purplish glow to it.
Unlimited water.
Maybe, uncertain.
Ah.
You
Anyways,
don't.
Yeah, I'll go into Mom's room.
Yeah, and you
And
see
I'm
that
still
you're
looking
looking at all the
for-
food, like it's all stocked in the cabinets and things like that. The cabinets
oh
are
my
pretty,
God.
but they all like
We've been
slide
hungry
open.
and thirsty for days.
You don't know what any of it is.
Oh my god. I don't care actually. It's Ashley. She's just gonna grab the first good looking thing that Sadie would like and then just eat it.
All right, what shape of object are you grabbing first?
Wait, okay, do they all look like snacks? Like
They-
7-Eleven
they all-
snacks?
They all look to be in like, you know how like the Pop-Tart, like the gray, like reflective.
Like the
Most of them
silver,
are
yeah.
wrapped in things like that with just
Love
like
that.
the thing is, like they're in demonic, so Ashley is kind of able to read a lot of them.
Okay.
But it doesn't really help her much because
Because
she's like she doesn't know what the brand names are of things what they actually are. So it's just like brand name here.
The biggest silver wrapped thing.
You see the biggest silver wrap thing. You pull it
That's
out
what
of
I'm
the
hoping.
fridge section, and it looks to be
Uh-huh.
like some creature's ground meat.
Oh yes. Do I put this silver thing in that oven? I say to Moppin.
And by the way, she's holding like
Look at me.
she's holding like a foot and a half by like of like sausage like thing. It's like
Do I open
the size
it?
of bread, like a loaf
Are
of
there
bread.
instructions? She's gonna start looking around it to see if there's instructions on the fucking silver wrapper.
Directions.
It says place in heater for 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh fuck yes! And I'm gonna just put it in the heater.
Did you want
for
me to
10
get
to
my-
15 minutes.
Is it, did
You see
want
it's
me to
bigger
get
than the
mine,
heater.
Steiner?
You, what?
You know.
While they talk, I'm trying to
for
put it,
me.
figure out how to put it in properly.
Actually, like squishes it in, so now it's like a cube. You hear. You don't know if that's a good sound or a bad sound.
It's doing the thing, right? Did you guys want? Look, this one looks like a toaster strudel, and I pick out whatever looks like the form
It
of a
look-
Pop Tart.
You pull it out and you unwrap it.
It's
I
nice
don't
to
unwrap
be
the whatever it is. I look at to see what the label reads.
It's just called a square bomb.
Ah, dope. It's called Square Bomb in Demonic, and I hand it over to to Mop.
Okay.
He opens
What's inside?
He opens it and immediately he's met with the smell of blood.
Ah, it smells so good. What flavor is that?
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Wait, is that blood?
yeah.
Oh fuck. I mean, I'll
Is
eat
there-
it if
is
you don't
there-
want it.
Is there
You can go
fruit with
for
the
it.
thing?
Yeah. Does it look like it needs to be cooked?
It looks like it could be. Doesn't say. He already ripped off the wrapper, so you don't know.
I'm gonna start snacking on it while my thing is heating up.
Ashley has had the weirdest experience with this because she likes it, but she also her human side like these are flavors that should not mix. It's blood and chocolate
Oh,
with a cookie wrapper around
Sadie
it.
is so happy right now. Ashley's face just kind of
And
furrows for a second, and then she kind of just nods, and she'll keep nibbling on it, like, okay, yeah.
And you
fuck,
see
it's
it as
chocolate,
she
guys."
bites into a portion. It's like you know how there's like harder like Hershey like cookie like chocolate chips in them,
Uh-huh.
but when she bites into them, there's like this squirt of blood that just goes like a gusher.
Oh my god, it's like a gusher! Oh, fuck yeah. I'm gonna wipe whatever splattered on my cheek, and I'm gonna lick my finger.
Yeah, it is.
It really, guys, it's like one of
disgusting.
those caramel Godiva chocolate things.
So,
It's actually
as a
pretty
reference
good.
point to really
Sorry,
make
I'm a
you uncomfortable,
Oh, yeah.
it looks
It's
like
coagulated
period blood.
inside. Yeah! It's coagulated
just-
blood inside
yeah.
a Godiva
It's-
chocolate.
It's really bad.
I love
And
it.
Ashley and Arya and Mop are just like,
Arya's like,
Oh, Oh,
Yeah,
it's
sorry,
good, guys.
I'm a vegetarian, so I'm just gonna pass on
Oh
that.
fuck! Okay, wait, no, we can find one for you. Let me look through all this. Okay, I'm gonna start looking
I-
through the foil ones for things that sound less meaty.
You see that you eventually find there's a thing that's called basically the
like
roughly
hellgrass or
something that roughly translate to vegetable biscuit, like roughly.
Okay. I think this one means vegetable biscuit. All right, I think you might want to cook it though. I'll take my thing out.
I mean, she did
I'll
pull it out of the
unwrap
freezer,
it.
so
Oh, it did pull out of freezer. Okay.
yeah. And then you see at this
yeah.
point.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna be steamy and good, guys. I'm gonna pull my thing open.
And you see just a bunch of
Really
grease
sorry.
just spills onto the floor because of the
Oh,
meat.
I made a mess. Oh,
Not
I'm
in
so
my
sorry,
room.
guys. I know. Well, you can clean it up, right?
Yes.
She can't have meat. So can you clean up the grease before she puts her vegetable biscuit in
You
there?
see, Ashley, when you've cooked it, it's now bright purple with yellowish
Oh.
green chunks in it.
Oh, guys, this looks so good.
I think I'll just stick with
And you see the smell is like, you know, when you pull out like a pork chop from like the freezer and it has like that weird like meat icy
yeah.
smell to it,
Pork chops isn't my favorite meaty smell. It's actually pretty bad.
but like an uncooked pork chop, like a very raw,
Yeah.
bloody pork chop. That's
like
what
pork
this smells
chops
like.
themselves don't smell that great. Okay, cool. Ashley is salivating.
Just drooling on your floor
Um,
now too. No, I'm kidding.
And her belly grumbles really loudly, and she'll start eating. She'll kind of just sit on the floor there, a little grease puddle.
It's
in front
very
of her, and she'll start
plain.
eating.
Because it's just meat you cooked, so but it doesn't bother Ashley much.
It just tastes like bland chicken.
Well, like bloody
Oh,
pork.
okay. Sorry, it tastes like bloody pork. I didn't mean to lie to you guys.
Chicken of hell.
It's
Um,
fine.
Okay, but try the vegetable biscuits. Gotta be better than this, you know?
She needs to read the instructions.
I'm gonna
Oh,
unwrap
oh.
it and
Let me look at the
just
wrapper.
At the biscuit. Okay, she'll
Yeah,
okay.
just,
You see the
just don't let me touch it. You,
you see-
gotta hold it in front of my face.
you see the biscuit is like a flat, really
Hold
long,
it steady,
flat,
Ari, I'm trying to look at it.
a really
I'm
flat,
trying to
long
agree.
cracker, like a Ritz cracker, but like about 6 inches long and maybe like a ½ inch tall. And there's like 5 of them in there.
Okay, it says put it in and heat it for
5 minutes each.
5 minutes. Ooh, each. Do you want all of them?
Steiner, did you want some?
I'm good.
You sure?
Oh, but they look good. Look, they just look like cookies,
No, it's fine. I think I've
like
just
wafer cookies.
this water is great.
And look, they have little green bits in it. It has to be vegetable.
I'm gonna make both of them anyways, just for. So she'll look at Ashley and be like,
I'm gonna do both of them.
Okay, yeah. Wait, what are you eating, Mop?
Nothing,
Uh,
which is why he's gonna have this if it's
Yeah,
good.
Mop, you need to eat something. We
I
haven't
had
Well,
had
that
that's
food
why
for
bird
he's
days.
earlier.
eating it. No. He's eating this.
Okay,
He's eating
yeah,
the other
he's
one.
eating
The
that.
same react. My body
Yeah,
might
yeah.
react to it
I'll-
the same way as the bird.
I'll eat it first.
You'll be fine. Yeah, exactly. Go for it. 10 minutes.
5 minutes.
Okay.
So you cook
Wait,
it
no, no,
over.
Wait,
For, no,
10
it's for
minutes
5.
Okay. Five for
5
per.
per.
5 for 1.
Yeah, so
10
10
for
minutes
2.
2. So she's making 2.
Right,
Okay,
right,
out of
right.
5. She
10
cooks
minutes.
them, and you see
We're
that when you
making
pull them out, they've like, you know how like a popcorn bag expands?
Mhm.
Oh.
They've expanded like that. They don't look like they're
Dope.
about to pop, but they have just kind of.
like if I feel them, they're not like hollow.
Yeah,
Or,
no,
like if I gently press
like
them.
puffed
Oh,
up.
okay.
Like
They-
sponges.
They don't smell like any vegetables that Arya's ever tasted, though. You know, like
I'm
that very strong,
makes
like
you feel
mulched
better.
up, like outdoor weeds and wild plant smell.
Mhm.
That's what it smells
Yeah.
like kind of
If it
stinky.
makes you feel
Sniff
better,
it.
doesn't smell like blood or guts or meat. It smells like something I would not enjoy.
Just
It's
gonna
right up your
sniff it.
alley.
And
You're like,
then
oh, very strong.
bite.
It's like it tastes
gonna
about the same
like a
that it
little corn.
smells. It tastes great. It's the consistency is
I think
nice
it's
though.
just wood. I think it's just
You think it's just
actual
wood?
plants.
It's like
Like
it's like
actual
buffing. It's like biting into a very fluffy biscuit that tastes like ground up plants.
It's a very fluffy plant biscuit.
That's
Not
doesn't
great.
Mop,
sound
try
right.
it.
I don't
Mom,
think
try
you should
it.
have this time.
Oh, Mop, you should try it. Yeah,
I've-
try it. No, it's gonna be so much fiber, and then we're gonna be all nice and ready to go when shit hits the fan. Come on,
It's
Fiber.
gonna be burn if I
like a
eat
protein shake.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Like that
Maybe
one
there's
time you
something
accidentally
else.
used my sweetener in the kitchen. Oh, it's gonna be fine.
I'm gonna
Just eat
grab
it.
something random. Okay.
Okay. From
Yeah, I was
what?
gonna
From
grab something
cabinet,
random.
fridge, or
Oh, we should
freezer?
roulette this.
Yeah, I'm gonna roulette this.
Cabinet, fridge, or freezer?
It's cabinet.
Roll me a d20.
Wait, hold on. I want to do. No, I don't have my dice out.
Dang.
5.
You
Fuck
pull
yes.
something out that looks to be a meaty version of if you combine like beef jerky and like the peelable Twizzlers,
Honestly,
but it's green.
uh,
It smells like meat. It
You're-
smells like a jerky, sort of, but like a jerky if you added like 5 cups of ketchup to it. It's like not bad, but it doesn't. It's like a little much. There's no instructions on it. It just says.
I mean,
in,
if it's just
in demonic, you can't read it, but if Ashley were to say, it would be, um,
Eat.
breakfast biscuit. They seem to use biscuit kind of liberally because a lot of things are roughly translate to biscuit, and Ashley's not quite sure what that means.
Oh, it's a breakfast burrito, guys.
okay. And then, are there any other drinks other than water? Like, is there like
The
Demon
thing is,
Cola?
for the most part, you actually do not. There's only 2 bottles of water in the whole thing.
Okay.
It's because like it seems like water itself is hard to come by. So there's a entire manner of different bottles, cans, similar to like how Earth has bottles and cans, but they're all made of like a slightly rougher, like more stone or crystal glass. They're like a little like more geometric in their construction for the bottles at least. And there's bright neon purple liquid, whites, orange, like this black syrupy stuff that you're not even sure is a drink or if it's a condiment.
That's fantastic.
And they're all just brand names on it. So Ashley doesn't have any idea of like what it is, like vague flavors maybe, but like they don't translate well.
Yeah, this one's kind of more like an orange soda-ish. I'm
Maybe.
lying through my teeth.
Yeah.
This one might be grape. I think this one's like a Coca-Cola.
Ashley picks up one that's like in a weird box that is like packaged like it's like the best, like very well marketed, like you know how Oreos has like their big splash art and stuff like that, but it's specifically a type of demon. It's urine. Ashley reads that as she was like, "This it."
Oh, you don't want this one.
What is it?
It's like a really bad lemonade flavor.
Just in a box that has like looks the most appetizing out of
What?
all of
I
them.
mean, why would you put lemonade in a box?
I mean, lemonade
Yeah,
sounds kind of refreshing right now. That's
Actually,
actually
yeah.
No, not this one. This one's like a really, really, really bad Gatorade.
well, Gatorade has electrolytes, so
I mean, if we want
I
to
mean-
get energy.
This has a different kind of electrolytes that I don't think you guys are gonna really like. And I don't want to like ruin your appetite right now, so we can just keep eating. Just don't drink that one.
Okay.
I mean, if you really wanted to, I just won't. I'll just keep.
Could all
I'll
three
just
of you
keep it
roll
to
me
myself.
perception?
Whoa, am I sensing someone?
Not from within your room.
You're sensing the
Nah, you
fucking
do.
laughter of
You
these
sense that
demons.
there are two or three demons poking, like kind of seemingly listening in.
Mhm.
Arya and Mop, you hear there's like slight shuffling and like slight tapping of claws on metal, and you didn't hear it at first.
When I see that they notice that there's noise outside, I'll be like,
Because like Ashley
"Seems
at
like we
first
have
thought they were just
guests."
passing by.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go to open the door.
You see
You
they
guys
all-
want to join us for lunch?
they like initially start to scatter, and you see that it's 3 of the 4 that met you on the surface.
Oh, we're gonna
Uh-huh.
be buddies.
Come on in.
I yelled that in demonic, by the way.
Eh,
Guys, want to join us for lunch? Just to show that we knew they were there.
You see that they're like they kind of look at each other. They say back in the blue demon says back in demonic. I mean, we're not supposed to go into other people's rooms if you're guests. So I mean,
Yeah,
you can
well,
meet us at
we're
the
welcoming you in.
dining hall. If you like, we could have a better meal because all you got is snacks.
Wait, what's the meal though? And I'll get up and I'll walk over with my
Well,
greasy
know.
bag of disgustingness.
I'm
The normal stuff.
What's the normal stuff to you guys?
What's well, you got kvash meat, you got kvash meat salad, you got
Kvash
you got
meat.
hellboar,
Oh, bored.
Hellboar
Okay.
salad.
got
Okay.
we got some water on the side. Good.
Water on the side. Okay.
Um,
I'm saying this in English so that the people around me can hear it.
we got we even got some hellhound recently.
Hellhound.
good.
Oh, that's Wait, what?
What?
Hellhound?
remember the one that came. Hello?
No, like
Hellhound?
I don't know what the fuck that is. That ain't a hellhound.
No. You just said hellhound.
Yeah, we got hell. I don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck you guys brought with you.
We have a hellhound.
That's not a
Isn't Dracula
hellhound.
hiding in?
Then
Hiding
what's
in
the
Death
dog we
Hole.
have?
I don't know. It's fucking scarier than a hellhound, that's for sure.
It is pretty scary. Wait, there's lesser hellhounds?
And I guess if that's I thought they were just normal hellhounds. Maybe that's a greater hellhound.
Okay, well, do you have any non-meat things? Just asking for my friend over here.
We got some rock dishes.
Rock dishes? Rock dishes, Arya. Okay, what's in the rock
Fine.
dishes?
Well, we got
You say that to her in English.
we got-
I'm trying to focus on my diet.
we got Kriok rocks. They actually
Kriok
they're
rocks?
pretty good. They're in season this time of year.
Oh, they're in season, Arya. Kriok rocks.
You see the guy looks at you. Are you making fun of me?
No, I have to repeat it back to her so that
Oh,
she
yeah.
knows what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean, we can let Breach translate. Breach is the one that just goes.
Oh, I'm good actually. This is fine. Breach still's got a ways to go with your English, don't you think? Just a little. I can help you maybe later. Yeah, that wasn't. It's fine.
Perfect.
Anyways, what else you got other than rock stews?
How about,
I'll kind of look him off.
how about we go there and decide there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll step in and you'll lose your appetite. I say that in English, just smiling, so it looks like I'm saying something really nice.
It's fine. It'll give us the time. Give us time to talk.
there's a lot
Sit down.
more to the cuisine than you think. This is the one that spoke to you first. It's really scrumptious and tastes like a table.
Table? I say table in demonic. Like, is that what you meant to say?
No, that's not what I said. I said table. He says it in English.
Yeah,
Table?
and then I say it back in demonic. Table?
Did you mean
No, table.
What did you really mean? And I say that in demonic.
It tastes like a fine wine. Who's trying to
Oh,
say it?
wine. I'll say it in English. Fine wine. Yeah. Yeah.
It makes
Alright.
complete sense of why Ashley realized why he went there because they're similar in demonic
Yeah,
sounding.
wine. Got it. Yeah, let's bring our snacks and head on over.
You can leave them there if you want. We got more snacks by the kitchen.
I kind of want to
Zero
finish
hesitation putting.
You can bring
putting
wings.
that
I
It's
biscuit
stuffed
fine.
in
my
the
Don't
mouth.
make
chocolate in it.
Just don't make a mess or we'll kill you.
Okay.
You see, they
okay,
did
wait,
make
give me
this
1
weird
second.
clicking sound, which you pretty sure is the captain's way of referring to Coco. Seems like they all have a lot of them have human names. Like Coco's demonic name is.
Got it.
As
I'm
we,
gonna really
like, Mop
quickly
will clean up all
gulp
that.
down my food while they do
Okay.
their thing.
What were you saying, Mop?
Mop's just cleaning up his room. He's like, all right, I can do that. And then-
It's perfect.
Also, Ashley left
Easy.
that very appetizing box unattended.
throw that in the fridge.
Throw it back in. Okay. Then you see they head down. You see they press a couple buttons, and you see and the thing starts taking you offwards. You see it whips around 90-degree corners and shit like that, and they seem so used to it. Caroline will understand the way that a New Yorker stands on a subway or a metro. It's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't care. I'm so used to this. You guys are like having to like catch your balance or prep for it over and over again because there's really nowhere to catch yourself, and everything, if you were to fall, is like a head splitter waiting to happen. If you weren't Mop wearing a helmet.
Uh-huh.
But you see as you go down, you see different like chambers of things that are working on things, massive engines, and you see there's like huge storage areas and stuff as well. And it seems like it's all set up like well organized. You're not sure exactly who. But you see the blue demon that you kind of see in a better light now is fairly tall. Not quite as tall as Mop, but he is around 7-8 feet tall. He's very muscular as well, and is only wearing a small vest with a couple different straps with different guns all over him with some tools.
He's so badass.
And then the one that speaks the garbles in English is Vreach. A smaller demon, no hair, a large pointed nose, and big pointed ears, and is carrying 2 like assault rifle type guns just on their back, which would be like equivalent of like a toddler or like maybe like a 5 or 6-year-old holding assault rifles, but they have 2 of them on their back. And then the other one that spoke to you initially, Mantra, with the slick black red hair and soot colored skin, with also has like bits of soot all over them, which is kind of hard to see until you're up close. He wears an open black leather vest with demonic runes inscribed on it. He also has a belt of tools and devices on his hips with a big gun strapped to their back as well.
Whoa.
They're kind of just until you get there like a good 15 minutes later. You see that there's like a kind of open and much cleaner looking environment. It seems like it's very intentionally kept clean because that's where people eat. There are a bunch of round tables, and there's no like actual seats. Like the tables are a bit lower, but you're just sitting on these huge cushions. It's a kind of like a mix of like a beanbag with like the Asian style, like sit on the floor type tables, but they're round, and it's just like a big donut essentially that you just kind of sit in. And you see that there's a couple different things of storage, and they seemingly have like things that you can just take out, like especially wrapped meals. You put them in, and you even see the super thin demon, which the blue demon, or not the blue demon, the other one that tried to speak you with the slick back hair, says in English, "That's Shyle." Shyle kind of turns. Like very like bird-like movements, and like when I say unnaturally thin, like almost pencil thin, like probably if you held up 2 of your fingers, that's how long thin their neck is. It's a little longer.
Uh-huh.
It's very like cartoon stick figure esque, but very like hunched and demonic, and like their clothes doesn't fit and seemingly slipping off. With yellow gray skin, they kind of look over to you. You hear them just
Wave up.
they just go and they go sit down.
Since I swallowed a bird, can I speak bird?
I mean, no.
I know.
You,
Well, I'll see the waves.
you see that they look over. Yeah, they kind of show you things are, and they show you different food packaging. And Arya and others are kind of thinking that rocks, in a way, are actually like certain rocks are edible, like intentionally, and not just like I'm crunching on a weird thing, but it's like these it's almost coral like or crystal, but like when it's cooked or prepared in certain ways, it like boils down into something that's much more edible.
Noodle.
Kind of, in some ways. Certain ones are. Like there's a crystal noodle dish, essentially, that they show to you. It looks decent. It's hard to tell because they're like pre-prepared packages. They just tell you what they are in demonic, and there's some translating back and forth until you are roughly able to find things that everybody likes. And Ashley, you just see most of them, seemingly like it's a special thing, is all three of them pull out the urine box and like put it on the table. And you see when they pour it out, it is this like blue paint like color, and it smells like a sparkling wine.
Uh-oh.
No.
I look over at the other two and I give him I shake my head. No, don't.
Like Arya was already sniffing it.
It smells good.
No.
No.
I do the whole like fingers
And
on
then hands
against
up
my
of a
neck.
cup to mop.
Oh no, they are not gonna like that. So they're not gonna drink any of that. I'll say it in
Are-
demonic.
Blah, 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 blah.
No, that's
It
not
smells
English.
Like wine, Stein.
It's not good. They don't like that
You
kind
see
of drink.
the one that can
I'll
translate.
try it.
You see you take it,
Oh.
and it tastes. It's like it's thick like a milkshake, but it's really good. It's really good tasting. It's like having a
Like a cream soda.
yeah, it's like a cream soda milkshake.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Oh no.
You
You
see
don't-
the person that looks at the
No.
packaging on it and is like working out how to translate it.
Oh.
It's Ragvash
don't-
piss.
Sorry, what was that last part?
Ragvash pee-pee.
Mop. I said no.
Pee-pee.
It's very good for you, actually. It's very healthy.
Why
It's hard to
didn't you
come
say
by.
It was just
He like
pee-pee?
stares at it for a second and is just kind of like, that should be
I was trying to tell you.
wrong in so many ways.
Do you all not drink pee-pee where you're from?
No.
Why not?
No, pee-pee's bad.
No,
It's disgusting.
it's good here.
It's
That's
not
nice,
good
but
on Earth.
it's no.
I mean,
It's awful.
well, you should enjoy it then.
No. We're fine.
It tastes very much like good stuff, not tables. I mean, fine wine.
Not-
Like
Tell anybody about
fine
this.
wine.
He's finishing. He's
I won't-
gonna.
we won't. We won't.
It's really good is the
won't.
problem. Mop likes it quite a bit. He's just having this moral dilemma of like, I'm drinking piss. I'm drinking
Don't
piss.
tell the others.
I won't.
The thing
Try
is,
not to.
you look and it has stained his teeth and his tongue blue.
Oh God!
Hey, Steiner.
Hey,
Hey,
Oh, Steiner, you're gonna
you might
wanna-
need to.
I do
yeah,
the-
you might
the-
need to.
Oh
put
no,
your
no, no!
Yeah.
Just
mop-
leave it there. It cleans your teeth afterwards. That's why you drink it after.
Yes, Steiner.
You
you might need
guys
the
drink
mop.
pee to clean your teeth?
Well, only when we have it.
Is this rare?
Yeah, it's hard to come by. There's only so many of them. They're an endangered species, and they're even more endangered right now.
Okay, wait. So is this like milk? And I'll say the demonic word for milk,
No,
if there is
no,
one.
no, no. You can milk them, but milk is kind of meh. The piss you want.
Tastes like piss.
Tastes like garbage.
I was just thinking that maybe if it was still, I'm talking to Mop and Arya. Maybe if it was still milk, then it's more of like we're just drinking cow booby liquid. But like,
Boobies?
if it actually
You
is
drink
piss,
booby milk? I thought only infants humans did that.
okay, we don't drink human booby milk. We drink cow booby milk.
They all look at you like,
Why are we calling it
Eh,
booby?
blah,
I just called others.
Cow?
It's the same milk.
Do you guys have It's kind of like what's the equivalent to a hell cow?
Roman demonic.
I'm rubbing Steiner's back this whole time to comfort. I was
She
so-
can't
Oh,
remember.
shit.
She can't remember for the life of her.
No, I can't think of it. We don't drink pee-pee, we drink boob milk.
You call us weird.
Well, you guys drink pee-pee, so
And I bet you eat poopy.
wait, what did he say?
Don't worry about it.
Was that in English?
That
Yep.
was not in English.
Yep.
Then what? Okay, she's like,
Got him.
You
Let's
see
just start
that?
eating the
yeah,
sad food.
You see that? People are able to like enjoy their food. It's weird, especially now that you know like certain scruples that that humans have aren't exactly the scruples of demons. So, you see they properly introduce and they kind of tell you about everybody in the crew. Dinwa, with mechanical spider person that you met initially. Captain Andre. Vreach is the garbled speaking demon. Mantra is the first one, the slick back hair one. And George, or Grach, is the one that the captain sent up to fix some things. And then Hank, or Hagen, is, you can tell why they converted some of the names, is the muscular dark blue demon. And there's Shile, which is the yellowish gray thin one. And then Coco, or is the entire crew.
So are you all like pirates? Scavengers?
Yeah, kind of like that one. We take all of people's belongings. No. Well, sort of.
That works. That works.
We do trade and we fuck up the people from the city, essentially.
Revolutionary pirates.
Kind of.
Ooh.
We deal with like, and we do like trades for people. So we like, what's the one? No, not that one. Smuggling.
Not a word.
Smuggling.
Ah, yeah.
Smuggler
Yeah,
revolutionary.
we smuggle everything.
All of the above.
Yeah, we even
How did you-
smuggled a turkey. Wait. I don't think that was the right word. Is turkey the right word?
Turkey?
Does
Turkey?
that exist?
Like gobble gobble?
What?
That's what a turkey. This is how the turkey makes.
The turkey.
No. I must be seeing something else. Dolphin?
Dolphins are water animals?
Oh no, instruments.
Oh. What?
Guitar?
What? No, not a guitar. What's a guitar?
The thing with the strings on it?
No, that's a. You guys have weird instruments.
Well,
Actually, I think our instruments are the same as yours.
Mm-mm.
oh.
That's it. That's all he's got.
It's like, no.
You see that? A couple of them. You see Hank says in demonic. After he gets kind of like an order on his earpiece. I'll be back later. Need something they can help you. He kind of nods. You see he like punches all three of you on the arm. In like a seemingly a friendly way, but he does it like a full punch.
Oh, that was good.
Does 1 damage to everybody.
Oh no.
It's one damage
I'm
too
dead.
many.
I was at 1 HP. No.
Yeah, man.
You see he leaves, and then George or Rachen comes back in, seemingly like a little messy, so he goes and like cleans his hand and face a little bit. Comes down and sit next to you.
So, what do you think of the ship so far?
Quite impressive. I'm
Very
sort of
nice.
curious how you've come across.
It was more that, me and Aachen, Hank, Mantra, and Breach, and Denwa, back in the day, kind of invent things, and, just small things for the most part. Back in the city, and we didn't have the best life, and then we ran into Captain Andre, who had like came from. He said he was used to be a war pilot in a war back on your world a long time ago. At this point, and
Huh.
he was been working with for a long time, and they kind of grouped together. He has the vision. She kind of knows how to do a lot of the demonic machinery. And then they kind of hired us for extra muscle because Coco's really not much of a fighter. And then he kind of like trained us a little bit, took our skills to be a little better. And then we kind of ran into Shile by accident when Denwa got exploded from the neck down, and they put her back together. And then Shile kind of was really good with like anatomy and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of where we were. And then we started getting into the business that we got into when Zach took over, which is fucking awful. Glad he's gone. But I don't know if this staying
Gonna do a
person
lot
is much
more.
better.
Ashley listened to that like she was eating and watching a fucking drama unfold. That was so good. She's like, That's it. So now you guys are just here.
Yeah, we ain't going to do reassignment, whatever the fuck that is. We were kind of hopeful
Ooh.
when Zach was mounted killed, but then we found out the entire Hell City got blown up.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Well, not blown up, but more like everyone got eradicated in seconds. And there was a
Yeah.
lot of light. Like you could see this from the top layers, far
Yeah,
away.
someone was trying to be a god. We're trying to stop her from doing that.
You guys are crazy.
Yeah, just a little, but
Yeah.
hopefully you guys will be
crazy.
able to live better for it. So
You see, as you walk in, you see the muscular figure of Coco approaching. Ashley feels it, and you kind of all see her go in. She like takes off her like some leather gloves and like puts them in like this bin that's seemingly just perfectly sanitizes them, and she takes off like each of her pieces of garment slowly, not paying anybody any mind, until like she kind of has like her top off, and then she quickly shoots a look over to where George got caught red-handed looking.
Oh,
You tell me you are looking too. Was
Huh?
this me? Fucking goddammit.
looking at what?
Yeah.
And I'll start looking around like, what? What are you talking
You
about?
see Coco. Roll a deception if you were looking
Oh.
but pretending not to, or just roll a
I
persuasion
didn't
if
need
you
to
were.
look because I got heartbeat sense. I knew she
I
was
feel
there.
like she would look away. Like Arya would look away the second like she saw her hands like go,
Like,
or the
turn into
hands go for
anything.
like the
Yeah.
bottom of the top.
Oh.
Be like, oh,
Bob, you have to roll me persuasion if you weren't looking, like I
He
said.
wasn't
okay.
looking.
Okay, yeah, I figured you all was pretty respectable. Arya's very
Oh, I
convincing.
wasn't actually looking because I have.
Yeah,
heartbeat
so roll me,
sense,
so
I don't
roll me
need to.
persuasion.
Okay.
You have to convince her, not me. Seemingly enough, she kind of glares mainly just at George.
I'm gonna pay for that later. Fucking goddamn it. It would have been better if
Why are
all
you
of us were
looking?
looking. She's fucking
Why are you
hot.
I can't be
She's
looking.
fucking hot.
Why don't you say something?
No.
Yeah, you could have.
Keep
You
your
could at least
voices
complimented
down.
her. She would like
I mean,
it.
you've read something.
No. She and the captain are coming to her.
Oh, wait. Wait, her and the captain.
Yeah. For fun, I've been told.
For fun never stays for fun for long.
Well, it's been
Ooh,
50
such good
years.
drama.
Or
Whoa.
maybe, I don't know how fucking
Oh.
Are you sure that's not
Oh
just a
yeah, it's
rumor?
not for fun anymore.
You sure it's not just a relationship?
You see her heavy footsteps start walking over. He like hunches down.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. You guys drink pee here. That's so interesting. It's just not a normal thing up there. So it's like, wow.
I heard.
I say,
I've heard that
Jesus.
humans do not
Oh.
eat some strange things as well. And she sits down.
Yeah, I was telling them about how we drink cow milk, but like boob milk, but just not human ones. That's only for babies.
The shame, really.
Oh.
She said what?
A shame, really.
Oh. that you guys don't drink booby milk, or that we don't keep drinking human milk?
It is not more readily available.
What?
The-
What are we talking
The human milk? Or the
She's
cow
not
milk?
elaborating. She just starts eating her food.
I think she means
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
Yeah,
like
this fits
intentionally
together.
sat down next to you guys, by the way, and she's like completely ignored you after sitting down. From this
Great.
point forward.
Love that. I just keep it on my
Well,
phone.
I'm gonna just go back to work.
He like starts walking away, realizes that she doesn't call him back, and then he bolts.
Well, fun talking to you.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
go
So
see you later.
why is everyone scared of you? I say, looking at the lady.
Would you not be scared of me also if you were staring at my chest?
I point to Mop.
I feel like I'd actually respect you a ton. I mean, you also look like you could probably deck one of them pretty hard. So I guess that's
Maybe.
a reason that they're scared of you. But like, is like a power thing? Like, you're doing a great job. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to.
It is not me that they would have to worry about if I were to say something to the captain. I am not much of a fighter.
Ah.
He is though. And they are
So you
all
know
of
the
them are
captain
much
really
better.
well.
Yes. We've been together for quite a long time.
Like,
I look at
So
Arya like,
Edward?
yeah, I sniffed it.
You see that I am a very powerful demon, and I'm the one
Uh-huh.
that gave him some powers and kept him together. I'm a demon lord,
That's
after all.
cool. Yeah, you are. Oh,
Uh-huh.
maybe I should have said that to you guys. She's a demon lord. She's pretty cool.
And by the smell of it, you are a desire demon of some sort. You smell like blood, so just have a small
yeah.
bit on your.
And she kind of takes a finger and wipes it off your side of your cheek.
Oh, thanks. I'll flash my demon sense at her to show trust here, to show her what demon I am, because she can't quite sense me right now, but now she'll know what I am. Yeah.
You see that she is. You
Sorry,
can very
demon
clearly
sadism.
tell that she is a very low physical power demon lord. Like she
Okay.
doesn't, but she has a high like energy count of some sort.
Ooh. Okay.
And
Oh
you-
yeah, she's powerful demon lord. I say, disregarding all the information I just had focused in on her.
The power comes in my brains, not my bronze.
You got a lot of energy,
Indeed.
whatever that means.
Are you trying to be funny? 'Cause I don't do funny.
No, actually this is I haven't been around demons this long because I was on Earth for a really really long time, like hundreds and thousands of years. So this is kind of fun to be back here and like Oh, sit next. We're having lunch.
Well, considering
demon
you are
sense each
running
other
towards
casually.
the Annihilator, I don't think it'll be fun for long.
Which is why I'm taking the fun as we get it. You
A
know,
reminder, I do not do fun either.
that's all right.
I do not do fun or funny.
That's
First,
good
it's
to know.
great.
Thanks for letting me know. I'm
What
not
do you
actually
like to
funny,
do?
by the way, so
I could tell.
fine.
What do you like to do?
Work.
Oh.
What is it that you
Sick.
like to do? Run towards your death?
No, I like
Oh.
to sing.
Don't.
We'll be fine.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
She said don't.
Ugh, don't. So, why did you sit next to us?
This is where I always sit.
Oh, we took your spot. You could have told us to move, unless you're secretly entertained by us.
She probably
Just
isn't.
stares at
She's
you,
not.
deadpan.
No,
Yeah,
she
no,
kinda.
yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna start slowly. eating
If you
some
want
food.
entertainment, go talk to one of the others. I'm sure
No,
they'd be
no.
more than happy to meet you in your rooms if that's what you're looking for.
Nope, thank you.
I misunderstand them. I thought humans were always horny.
No. Some.
No,
A little bit.
and
Come
I'm
on.
into something different. So
That's
Oh. No, I'm not available.
oh no, no,
I'm
none of us were
I
asking.
do not
that,
understand
don't worry.
humans. I should just give up on trying.
No, you're really intelligent. This is the learning process.
No,
Those
I
who
think it's
don't
just not
wanna
worth
learn.
my time.
Yeah,
It is not
that's
going to
the
help
vibes
me
I
with my
got.
day to day.
I mean, we could be really helpful.
With what?
You know, you guys not dying.
We're fine.
Okay.
We've
I mean,
been
we kind of
actively
already made a deal with
destroying
your
all the
captain,
ships.
so
Yes, for us to give you passage, and he's going to be talking with you shortly about the details.
yeah. You guys are gonna help us out. We're gonna help you guys out. It's gonna be great.
I believe some of your other compatriots are talking with them about the exact details right now.
Yeah. um. They're interesting with their deals. And they're not quite like part of our team. We're just kind of teamed up right now. So if they make deals with you guys, it's not necessarily our deal too. Death is just interesting that way.
It seemed like it. He seems a bit. They both seem a bit out of touch.
Yeah.
Mm.
Horsemen tend to be that way, you know?
They are horsemen. They are much lousier than I expected. She finishes her last bite of
Damn.
food
I
and
like
walks off.
Coco.
Yeah, no, they're in good hands. They are in good hands. I don't think anything scares her.
So you're confident that the Captain Andre wouldn't get swayed by them?
Oh, I thought she walked away.
He walked
did
away,
she?
yeah. She finished her
I
last
missed
bite.
that
Like,
part.
she ate within, 2 minutes and then walked off.
I retake that. Or, I didn't say that.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
We
Now you-
should probably
Yeah,
go find the captain.
Yeah. We can maybe save them from whatever the horsemen are trying to bargain here. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Get up and try to find his way to the captain.
All right.
Or whatever.
Roll me an investigation check, all of you.
I'm just gonna ping for the captain with my
I mean, it does help, so I'll give everybody advantage, but you don't know how to get to
Okay.
that direction.
Yeah, we don't know how to get to there, but I just didn't want him to go willy nilly because it'd be fucking
Jesus.
funny.
I'd be walking through one door, going out another.
Right, exactly.
Same
It's like, oh, mom,
hallway.
maybe this. No, this isn't a hallway.
Carolyn, you go ahead and roll.
Scooby-Doo.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
You see that, like, it takes you a good 30 minutes. Like, Ash is
Oh,
like, it's that
no.
way. And Arya's like, I think we have
There's
to
a
go
wall
down to
here,
go up,
though.
and then that, and
Yeah.
around, and then through.
Wait, is
and
that one also dead
you
end?
see that
oh,
you
no, they're
accidentally
in this direction.
You see you stumble into what appears to be one of the major engine rooms. And inside
Wow.
you see Mantra. He's like kind of working, and you see as he's working, he has like this big heavy metal face mask on, and then there's like this glow. The runes on his jacket are glowing. They're seemingly protecting him from the heat. It's coming off of what seems to be like some fusion reactor of some sort. It's like 3 stories tall.
Are we allowed to be in here?
You see, he kind of turns over.
Hi, Mancha.
You probably don't want to be out in here.
Alright,
I'm
This looks so
turning away.
cool.
You're gonna
Oh,
get
fuck,
radiation.
Oh, even better. I'm leaving. Arya's like, no, I don't want to get radiation.
I really hope my suit soaks up the radiation instead of my body.
Put your mop in front of
Yeah.
you
I
and just
sigh
like constant.
dejectedly, and I follow the 2 radiated humans out of the room.
Roll me another investigation check. All 3 of you with advantage. You're closer now.
Nice. 18 again.
Like advantage. See, as you kind of go through, you do figure out at one point how to activate and change the direction of the moving floors, because there was a hallway you're pretty sure you had to go through, but it was going the wrong way. So you find a panel, you press it. And
We're running on the wrong way until we figure out there's a fucking panel.
it's like you knew there was a
Okay,
panel
guys, we can run
somewhere.
this.
You just
I
don't
can
know
run
how
this.
to.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, Ari, just use your wings a little bit. We can make it if we just keep running. Yeah, it's like a treadmill, but a bad one. And then Mop finds a fucking.
Why they make this so confusing?
You see that as you're kind of walking through the last couple hallways, you see that there is actually, you feel a blood sense above you, and you see that kind of following you. You see occasional glimpses of them through the vents. You see Dinwa's smiling face looking down at 3 of you.
Hi, Dinwa.
Her laughter echoes through the thing, and it's like kind of it comes from everywhere all at once, and then she disappears.
Okay.
Okay then.
And you see that you find where
Anyways,
the
they're in that
captain is.
direction.
Okay.
You see that you go over to what is seemingly the door, and you roll me perception, all 3 of you.
Whoa.
You don't hear anything. That's okay. You see that as you kind of walk up, there's like a pause, and then the door opens, and you see Pestilence, Death, and Captain Andre inside. Oh, so good of you to finally join us. I thought you'd gotten lost. Death says, kind of sweeping you into the room with a look.
No, we were led to like the place we're gonna sleep at, and then we had some snacks, and then we came here.
Yeah, I was watching you on the map. You definitely got lost.
Oh, getting here, sure, but like we had things to do.
There's a map on all of the panels.
Your team didn't tell us that.
God damn it. Terrible. Anyway, I've been discussing with your the compatriots here at Death and Pestilence, apparently.
Yeah.
I've turned down any deals they have made, so I wanted to make sure I had the information straight.
Oh, good. We were kind of worried that
Worried
Death
about
would have
what?
swindled you into something. Because look at those pretty eyes.
Indeed they are. And so astute of you to notice and pick up on very important details.
What have you discussed since before we got here?
Mainly that you are looking for passage closer to the Hell City, and mainly that you are trying to stop there, or as everybody is calling her now, or referring to as the Annihilator. People have seen her annihilate an entire city with billions and billions of people in there.
Yeah, she was trying to become a god.
As far as we can tell, she succeeded, so that's why we're not going to take you all the way. We can drop you off
Almost
at
succeeded.
the blood sea cities. There, most of the people, that's where we do a lot of our business. And as long as you're not directly consorting with officials, I don't think they will do much to you. So keep a low profile.
Mr. DM, really quickly,
Yeah.
before we agree to whatever he just said there. When we first woke up at the hospital and came to Hell, what city were we in?
The
Like
Hell
the one
City.
that had hundreds of layers?
Yeah. Like it just went on forever.
Yeah. What
Like,
city was that?
That was the Hell City. The one that he's
So
referring
not
to.
the. Oh, that's the one he's referring to. Okay, cool.
Oh no, the
cool.
one he's referring to is the Blood Sea cities, which you haven't
Oh,
heard of.
okay.
But Ashley is fairly familiar that Sadie created the Blood Sea.
Love that. She'll just kind of pause, but she'll say, "Darn, we're really trying to get closer to the Hell Cities because we just know a very particular way to get into where Thea is right now, into Quaylum."
Not, as far as I'm aware, she's not in Koilom.
Oh,
She's in the Hell City.
do you have any intel as to why?
He's been going through reassignment. Basically pulling in different official working demons and also having those officials round us up, take them to the Hell City, and they are never seen again. It's supposedly for our assignment. But most people at this point, after a few months, have fairly certain that she's just killing them, torturing them, something like that. So we are not going anywhere near there. We're not going to risk it. While we can deal with a few fighters easy enough, we are not going to deal with their big ships and their big weapons.
That's
it's fair.
understandable.
Not to mention that's one of her lapdogs, a demon, much like yourself, we believe, has been patrolling for her.
Wait, what'd he say?
A demon much like yourself has been patrolling.
Yeah.
Her
We
lap
tried to get
dog.
her. No, demon like me?
Yep.
Yeah. It's probably Lust.
We hopefully do not run into her. She's looking for you. We do not want you on the ship for long.
Oh, probably not actually looking for me.
Well, know that she's been out on the Annihilator's orders. So, we'll drop you off at the Hell Cities where people are less agreeable with Zack
You
in
mean
the
the
past.
blood?
Yes,
You mean the Blood Lake cities?
the Blood Sea cities.
Blood Sea cities.
It's much too big to be referred to as a lake.
Yeah.
Regardless, the people there have always been against the officials. That's where we've done most of our business.
Oh, it's great.
You could probably either
Even like
get
a
them to get you closer, or you could probably talk to, or even sneak aboard a reassignment ship to take you directly in, or take one over and kill it yourself and just take her out back. Or you could lay low in the city, not go in ever, because you find out you're not insane.
Sorry, that was. Yeah, I guess we do look a little insane. We've been prepping,
Well,
and really, if no one else is gonna do it,
Also, Death,
Well-
you think you should probably tell them the deal we've already made?
Oh,
I
yes.
thought you guys didn't make any deals.
We haven't finalized anything. But the deal
Okay.
is we take you there, and then you give us something of value that you cannot live without long term. So you will have to come meet with us after this is all over, if you succeed. And then you take us out of hell with you.
Interesting.
I said
Oh,
that
'cause
would
you
be a
just wanna
very
make sure
fun
that we
deal.
won't run
It's
from you or
something that
whatever.
you would all have to come back for. That's all.
Oh, so it's just to, like, just for a guarantee that we'll actually come back and
Yeah.
take you out of hell.
Guarantee a collateral, to say the least.
Okay. Can I ask what you plan to do if we do take you out of hell?
That is my business, not yours.
Yeah, but we like kind of maintain like goodness out there, so we just want to make sure we won't have to like stop you guys from keeping the peace or something, you know?
I can just drop you off in their arms and maybe get a bounty if you do not agree to such. Or perhaps I take you back where you came from and let you figure out on your own. Or drop you into the void. It would be very easy to do on this ship.
Yeah, we can do a lot of shit to get out of those situations. What I'm asking from you is, are you going to be okay on Earth, or are we going to have to deal with you because that's our job up there? You know what I mean?
Well, if you want to change how hells work, you'll have to be willing to change how Earth works. Perhaps we'll meet again on good or bad playing field. But you need to know if you want to get where you want to go, you need to make sure that we get our end of the deal. Otherwise, we will find ways to make your life
What
difficult
kind of demon is
anyway.
he?
Not a demon, he's a human.
Oh, he's
He's a
just
human with red
human
eyes.
guy who's a pilot. Okay, okay.
Who a war pilot that came from a war on Earth long ago.
I just want to let you know it'll be really bad for you out there if you try to do some shit. Like, I'm just giving you a genuine warning. Like, the other heroes up there will not hold back.
I'm not asking them to. I'm just asking for you to get me out of here after you're done. Assuming you live, of course, which I highly doubt in the first place. Severely, this is
So-
your end of the bargain to win.
And I'm gonna look over at Death and Pestilence. Why'd you guys think we brought any material item that means that much into our, hell mission?
Well, I'm certain you could figure something out.
Do you want to go through with this, Ash?
Unless you have something better to offer. But I don't think much would pique my interest other than leaving. You can keep all the items that you are offering the crew before. Do not need them.
But they'd feel really sad. Also, that was all the stuff we had because we gathered it in here. We don't really have
This is all
Uh,
garbage in
much
comparison. I already have several of
sentimental
them.
things.
Actually, Ariel's actually gonna take off her earrings.
What are these?
They are earrings that hold very sentimental value to me. I know it
Arya,
might
do you
sa-
really want to?
I mean, we don't have anything else. I mean, Mop needs his mop.
well, doesn't
And
really need to
you're all
be.
blood.
Well, I mean,
Doesn't need to
I-
be a physical
Ashley
trait.
lies.
It
Think
needs
about
to be something that I can obtain from you.
I don't need my earrings. I just keep them on because of how much they meant to me.
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Ashley does not want to offer the thing that she has because it kind of means a lot more. Ooh,
43 is really good.
43.
Fine. Elle takes
She
him.
gives a little puppy eyes.
Could be better.
Ashley sighs, even though she probably didn't want to show a sigh of relief right now. She kind of lets one slip.
Hi, Grandma.
Grandma overslept.
Again.
Again.
Grandma is suffering from something called insomnia, something she
Oh,
confused
rip.
mankind with, and now she herself.
I like this one. Wait, hold on. I don't like it that much.
Ah,
She'll Ashley will notice like a little flinch from Arya, but doesn't say anything. Just
Aw.
gives the little earrings to him.
He takes them.
Just please don't break them.
don't
What's
listen to
planned
her.
to
Break
on
all of them.
I know you're probably not gonna do it on purpose, but you know, like
They
on
will stay
accident.
on me, as far as you're aware. To recap Pseudo really quick, you last time I don't know if you remember, but you ended up on this
Metal
essential-
Dragon.
Metal Dragon. You're on there. You met other members of the crew. One of them is a weird spider creature that has a metal body that can stretch and move, but has their organs and blood held within it, kind of General Grievous style.
Oh.
But a human head or a goblin head, not a goblin, demon head. Wrong words. Then there's a couple others. Some they're all kind of very like wearing like leathers and have big weapons. And there's like a very like muscular female one that seems also kind of more in charge. And then there's a human that has like this big metal mustache and mutton chops, like kind of like a walrus mustache that leads into big mutton chops, but then is metal from that point down, like that metal mustache and chops all the way down. His name is Captain Andre. He's apparently a fighter pilot from a war on Earth a long time ago. That's as far as you know about him. And then Death snuck off to talk with him as soon as they basically landed, while the other Motley Misfits kind of got some food in them. Pestilence followed Death. They've been having a conversation with Captain Andre, trying to persuade. Death has been playing some weird game of like trying to make deals or trying to move certain pieces around that Pestilence hasn't really like understood what Death is going
Yeah,
for,
he's
but Death has been
dying.
weird. But it seemed like from your conversation, Andre already has a deal with a demon, so he couldn't even if he wanted to. But yeah, and then the Motley Misfits showed up after a bit, and they've agreed to give some form of collateral, so the Motley Misfits will come back and bring these people out of hell. So, and that's kind of where Arya just handed over her earrings with sentimental value. That's where we kind of pick up.
Okay.
Yeah, that is good. It will be another 20 hours or so before we get to where we're going.
okay.
Does that mean we could sleep?
Yes.
Kind of need like a long rest, you know?
You are more than welcome to sleep in the chambers that Coco has provided.
I don't need a chamber.
And
The
there
Shinigami who's
she
been kind of
goes.
silently in the corner. I will take her to the chambers.
Okay. Thank you.
So as the Shinigami walks off, the captain also presses a button. He's also placed your scorpion in a larger chamber. It shows a camera of your fire scorpion hunter in kind of like a cell, like with something that it
Okay.
seemingly is consuming.
Oh, look, Hunter's so happy. He got to eat.
Yay.
Is there anything else you need to discuss? I'm not one to give away information about myself, but if you need to know something about where you're going, I do not mind sharing. It may cost you if you push too far.
just some simple questions, if you don't mind.
You may fire.
Uh, we're going to a place I haven't been to in a very, 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 very long time. How is it? You said that people have been using it as like refuge, like a place of
It
solace
is.
in all of this.
It is originally just a blood sea within a giant cave that filters down
Yeah.
in some of the lower layers. However, there are many
Yep.
cities on the rocks inside of that cave. I think
Those
there are
cities are
10 or
they're,
so
they're
cities.
cities like big.
Yeah, so we can drop you off on the
Those are new.
outside in the canal. They are not
Okay.
new. They've been there for
Oh
thousands of
well.
years. Maybe
Yeah.
tens
Sorry,
of
I haven't been
thousands.
here for thousands. I made that C part. It was pretty neat. And then there was just a city there before, but 10, that sounds cool, you know. Are we gonna be okay there? Is
As
there
I
like a
said, you will, if you were to listen, you'll be fine as long as you do not work with the officials or directly go into them. But they could also be your ticket in one way or another to get closer.
who are the officials now?
They are the demon guard. Still,
The demon guard still?
yes.
Still.
However, there is
Can I
something.
think back? Do I know of demon guards? That's not in my Sadie sheet.
The demon guards are people that you met last time you were in hell, like the hell police. Demon
They were
guard is like a
going
to
higher
prisons
version
and
version
stuff.
of them.
Okay. But Sadie's reign over that area, she didn't have demon
She
guard.
didn't really go into the hell city ever because it was too much of a pain in the ass. There's too many people. Like
Okay.
if she might occasionally have stolen one on the outskirts or something like that. But
So she was big on making the lands, but she kind of let the people do
Yeah.
whatever they wanted to
so then
do.
you're seeing hell is so big. Like you're
Yeah.
like you've been traveling for many days so far, and just the hell city itself is still seemingly far away. But he will also continue to say, "Just be wary of the demon guards. They are much more organized, seemingly, than they were before. Almost if they're more
Mm.
unified or something."
Okay.
That's good to hear. Okay.
Um,
So sorry, you can go, Aria. I'll ask my crazy question afterwards.
I was to kind of jump on the keeping a low profile. What kind of clothes do they wear? Or, like what's more normal? Like I don't know if like our hero suits would.
No,
Already
you will
causes
stand
a
out
lot
like
of
the
attention.
sorest of sums.
That's what I thought.
The fact that you're not demons, or at least visibly demons, would be hard.
Yeah, so that's actually leads right into my question. I'm maybe the kind of demon they don't want to see, or
Whereas the fact is they will not be able
will
to
I be
sense you
fine?
as demons, as a demon will throw them off in the first place. But the fact that you look mostly human would be troublesome. You all look either human or leaning
So-
more the other way.
So my question was more of if I showed them who I am, is it a good idea or a bad idea?
Depends on who you are.
Right. German human guy.
Jordan, but you know.
Sorry. Good Jordan human guy.
Jordan.
Sorry, I just finished telling all your other peeps on the ship. I completely neglected to I'm the desire demon of sadism.
I'm sure you are.
Well, you don't believe me?
I don't have reason to believe or disbelieve. I just am indifferent.
Okay. Regardless if you believe me or not, do you think it would be good or bad historically if the desire demon of sadism went back
might be
to
useful.
the Blood Sea?
Might be useful, but they might think this apocalypse has been brought to them.
Great. Because of me or because of the horsemen that are also coming along with me?
Yes.
All right.
Both.
That was good. That was a good answer, actually. Thanks.
They are the ones that will stand out the least. From what I've been told, they can shapeshift, referring to the horsemen.
Huh? What?
Have you forgotten, Pestilence, my dear friend?
Have you been
what?
stuck in that form for so long that you forgot we could disguise ourselves as needed? Not to think
Nah,
that
I
we
just
need
tend
to.
not to.
We could brazenly walk into the town and slaughter anyone that would give us problem if needed.
Yes, I know. I just prefer this form. What are we
That's what-
talking about?
That's why I'm saying we shouldn't hide. Don't you think? We should
Eh,
simply take what we want. When we're going into these hill cities.
I tend to not go into hell cities very often just because I don't like people.
I know you're such a
That's
not
it.
a social butterfly.
Okay, that was different than what other people would
Definitely
call
an
me.
introvert.
Yes.
There's many things people would call you, but not I. I wouldn't do you such an injustice.
If we're worried about them and she like flicks her hand vaguely towards the other two, I can put pop marks and other boils on them and make them look like my zombie slaves, servants or something. Or some kind of
But that-
weird
And
looking
I'm
demon.
saying, why don't you hide what we are? Are all of you afraid of being noticed for what you were made to be?
I don't care either way.
I just think it would be easier.
A coward's
To show
way is
them who
often
we are,
easier.
or to hide it. Aria.
What?
It'd be easier to hide, or it'd be easier to just tell them who we are.
To hide it.
Oh.
At least for Steiner and I.
So we should just all pretend to be humans?
I wouldn't. Well, I mean, for you guys, it's easy. Y'all are demons, so. But
Yeah,
Steiner
but I
and
look
aren't.
humans, so and they can't sense me, and they can't sense the horsemen either, because we're too high level.
But he. Andre, I have to remember that. But he said that is it being human is
It would
Weird.
be troublesome, yeah.
To be fair, I do have a demon form that I can use to disguise myself. We're also waiting on wherever the rest of us are, so it would be good to lay low for a while till we actually meet up with them.
Then why do we want to hide out for several days? Cowering in fear that someone would find us. Simply make it known. Then everyone,
Make it a
including
big
your
thing that we're
friends, will be
coming?
drawn near.
Okay,
a
no,
good
yeah, if
point.
we're loud. Oh wait, but if we're too loud, then Thea's gonna know where we are too.
I think they would want her. She probably will.
And who's to say she doesn't already know that we're here? Who's to say that
True.
she was willing to even
But
lead
we-
her entrenched fortress up in that city that she's all but destroyed?
We really wanted to try to do this as a stealth mission though, but I guess announcing ourselves, but then she can prep, and we can't.
or
I don't know.
where she
Sorry, I'm
comes
scaring
down
myself
and-
now.
Are there any?
Oh my god, it's just who cares?
Are there any demon resistances that are forming around against Thea? Something that maybe we could discuss with them. Maybe form an alliance with them.
He's asking Andre.
Nothing that I know of.
Maybe we can start them. We could ask around, maybe get the word around, and then they would be able to find us without us sort of yelling that we're here.
Or how about we just do this? We just walk in and just walk.
Great plan.
Because at this point, Thea knows we probably followed her. So she's expecting us to pop up eventually. So in the time that she hasn't seen us, she's been preparing for whatever we're gonna do.
Oh, you think she already knows about us and is expecting to have the upper hand because we don't know that she knows?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
Probably
And
something
also,
like that.
from the
So
sounds
we
of
should
it,
be loud.
from the sounds of Zek's downfall, it's been months since we left and came back in.
Yeah. So I agree with him. Who the fuck cares what we look like? Let's just go in. If we cause a scene,
And
then
besides,
we cause a scene.
Pestilence, don't you think it's time the world knew about Horsemen again?
Why are you so
we've
intent
returned.
about getting us known?
I think
So
it's
that-
important, don't you, that we reinstate ourselves in hell. Especially if we are to
So
rule
people
it
don't
afterwards.
assume you're not power. Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
So that people can see that the people that are gonna be in power are actually powerful. You'll have mine
See,
and the other Desire
the
Demons
thing
help
with
too.
power, the thing with power is you don't necessarily need to announce you have power.
No, we're not announcing. That's what Death is saying. Death is saying we should just show them and
And I'm
continue to
agreeing.
act as
If
if we should just do that.
Someone would give us trouble at these Blood Sea cities and settlements. We'll simply show them why they shouldn't.
Alright, you're
Okay,
acting
so
real
let's-
fucking weird lately,
All-
and I don't
all-
know how to feel
I
about
think
that.
you are acting less brazen than I'm used to, sister.
I literally just said let's walk in, and who gives a fuck?
And he wants you to walk in a little cooler. I think all three of us should. I feel like all three of us should absolutely walk in like we know exactly what we're doing and that we are bosses of this show, so that they don't even have a moment to question what our existence and what our plans are here. Let's just show them we're demons.
Sure.
There. That wasn't so hard to agree on now, wasn't it?
I was already agreeing.
Yes, but you're, as per usual, lacked flair.
Claire's not my department.
No. That's
Definitely
mine.
not Pestilence's department.
And I'll leave the Department of Diseases and Absolute Biological Destruction to you, as I always do. But I believe a room for myself might be in order, Captain. Ja.
Pestilence?
Yeah.
Did you just want to have my room tonight?
Huh? I don't need a room. We don't
Well-
sleep. I just sleep for fun.
I'm saying, did you want a bed to sleep on for fun? Because I can. give you
Ew.
one.
There's plenty of rooms for everyone. We
Eh.
have way more than we ever need on this thing. So please use the rooms.
Fine.
Coco, please finish showing them the rooms. Do you know how to get back to your own? Those of you that have them already?
Yes, I
Take
should be able to
yours.
find my way.
I think so.
We will be there in now 19 hours and 45 minutes. So,
Okay,
if you want to rest.
thank you.
See, Coco comes back in. Leads Pestilence and Death to chambers not actually that far away from yours, so it's kind of a pretty good way to make your way back to your rooms without getting lost.
Mhm.
But you have scanners of how you get back in the room, that like pre-scan that she grabs your hands to be able to scan. But you all have your own rooms.
Um,
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
after
Go, Caboodle.
Yeah, go for it.
after we head to our rooms, I'm gonna leave my room and knock on Steinarzer.
I was gonna say I actually want to go back to Mob's room. I don't want to be in my own room right now.
Gung, gung, gung.
I want my
are in
privacy. Get up now.
hell.
You immediately go in your
We are in
room.
hell.
Gung, gung, gung.
Yeah.
Gung, gung, gung.
You
He opens
guys,
the door.
I sense you're in there. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Don't you have your own rooms?
I don't want to be alone right now.
Yeah, I don't want to be alone right now either. We're in
All
hell.
right.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah.
You just suddenly
Each-
see Pestilence coming down the hallway walking. It's like, oh. Why are you all up?
We're not. They're pushing Arya into the room.
Like she was actually gonna give the real answer before being pushed in.
Into the room. See, they all,
Okay.
Pestilence, you see them all piling into one room.
Alright, have fun with that.
Where's Pestilence going?
She's just wandering.
Okay. As a reference point for you, this is the giant metal dragon, and
Yep.
the main stomach area where everything is about the size of a football stadium.
Yep.
So to walk around it takes about like a good, like just straight walking through everything with twists and turns, up and downs, like 30 minutes.
That's fine.
Just like not stopping anywhere, not checking in on anything. So it would
No,
take even
just-
longer if you wanted to.
just-
I'm just seeing her go.
She's
"Wee."
just walking.
Okay. Gotcha. Cool. You are walking around. You occasionally see crew. You occasionally see Coco and Mantra, Dinwa and Rosh, George and Hank.
Every time she sees someone, she just stops, stares at them for like a good minute, and then continues walking.
Fucking people watching.
Acquiring
You
dominance.
see, you get very different reactions. Like some that are just like, "Hey, how's it
response,
going?" Like
just-
things like
just
that. Like they
stare.
try to start conversation in demonic and other language, and they just kind of shrug and get back to work. Others are like, just kind of like shy away and move around the corner, while others are just like there's one very thin one that just stares at you for the entire minute. Also,
If she finds that one, she's just going to actually just stare at him until they break contact.
15 minutes go by. 20 minutes go by.
A crowd is gathering.
30 minutes go by.
No.
An
Who's gonna
hour
break
goes
through?
by. And then Pestilence realizes they've set up an illusion to stare at you while they've been working in the corner. About
Would I
40
not have felt that?
Nope, because you're realizing
Aw.
the demon leaves its essence, and that is its actual body. But they send out their soul to do work in other spots. You're like, oh, well played. Okay.
She walks up over to them and pats their head. I like you.
That's good.
Yes.
Okay.
What work do you do here?
I make sure all communications, oxygen, and wiring is all set up properly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to, say, cause mayhem, I would have to kill you.
No, I would be the last person you'd want to kill because most other people can do my job too.
Ah,
Good save.
it was just a hypothetical anyway.
yeah.
She just continues to pat his head like a fucking dog. How long have you been here?
108 years, 7 days. No,
Spec-
7.5 days.
specifically in this dragon?
Yep.
Have you never gone outside?
Now I have. It's safer in here.
What
Most
do you
of the
mean
time.
safer?
Well, I'm inside of a giant, powerful attack dragon. Look at me. I'm not.
Fair.
I'm kind of just, bones and skin. That's it. Couple
What is your
organs in there.
name?
Shile.
Hello, I am Pestilence.
Yep, I got that. Pretty cool.
I like you. And then she just walks off.
Nice. Meanwhile, in the misfit room, Mop's misfit room.
Yay.
Well, you're not supposed to leave. Ever.
No break.
No break. Ever.
Never.
Guys, part of that meat stuff might get greasy in here.
Yay.
Okay, she's
Stop
making
making meat stuff.
Alright, I'll just eat the
It's
chocolate.
gross.
Chocolate was good.
Ah.
It was all weird
I don't think
foods that
there's
they
a
were
winning.
dealing with.
Yeah, I don't think there's any winning with it. When we're all in there, she's kind of gonna kind of cling. I guess not cling, but I guess like be near Mop. And she's mostly messing around with her wedding or her engagement ring,
Uh-huh.
and then just kind of after inspecting it, she's like,
This might be weird, but do you think I could try and talk to him through my ring? Well, just hear his voice or hear.
Well, I sort of. I'm not sure. I'm sure you could form a link between the two, as if you concentrate on the
Is that
soul.
something you've done before?
No,
Is that something
No.
you think you can do?
something I hope I can do.
Well, fuck yes. Why not try it
I
out?
just
Jeffrey would probably wouldn't mind.
okay.
Well, you might just be
my
able to
God.
see him though, right?
I just want to hear his voice. I don't have to see
Uh-huh.
him or anything. I don't. Yeah.
If you can hear any of the others, I wouldn't mind. But like, if you just get confirmation that you could hear him,
Mm. I'll do that.
should I do a heroic or inspired?
No, it will fail. There's no chance of
Okay.
success here.
Okay, that's right.
She
Oh.
tries to focus.
I mean, I try. I mean, I kind of assume, but I just,
I will say, for the sake of things, just roll me a
Yes.
faith or religion, just to see how much energy she's able to push into something.
But
See,
it's his metal.
Well, yeah, but
matter.
I know
they're in a
the
place
reason.
that they
I
cannot be connected.
Yeah. So
I
I
see what
kind of
you're
I had a
saying.
feeling.
Yeah, there's no chance of success
I
from
thought
where they
that
are.
Maybe, yeah, I see what you're.
Yeah, they're fine.
She's looking at you really expectantly. Oh yeah, Arya.
She's
Um,
also looking at a ring really.
You see, she
expectant.
focuses and puts some different
Mm.
music into it that sounds very pretty. There's some lights, there's some glowing. It just Arya feels that anytime there's connection, like it gets so far within to it, it just hits a wall and then she loses control of it and it goes away.
Alright.
She'll like stare, and then like after doing all of that, just defeatedly just
Flop to her side on the
Aw.
bed.
That's right.
You have been hanging
Arya.
out with Pestilence for too long. You start hearing her voice in your head, and you hear.
That's actually just Pestilence outside laughing.
Yeah, she came back at the right time.
You hear her walk past your door
Pestilence.
laughing.
How does she do that?
I'm gonna pat on Arya's shoulder. It's okay. It's good that you tried.
And she'll like as she'll start crying.
Aw.
We're gonna hug her.
Pestilence
Start
goes back
going
the other way
away.
again.
Emotions, disgust.
I'm gonna hug Arya close. I'm gonna give her
We'll
a
be able
big
to-
tight hug.
We'll be able to find them soon. Perhaps there's a better way for us to work out a new deal with Andre. I'm not sure that just dropping us off at the Blood Sea is the best course of action. I'm sure we could go about things a different way.
But I mean, they have a valid reason for it.
It's valid, but they're just running away.
They're just
This-
trying not to get into danger.
It's understandable, but there's only so much running and staying out of danger they can do before Thea gets a hold of them.
I agree.
We
But
just need to get that point across to them.
we also don't know the climate in the Blood Sea right now. And if I can get in there, show them who I am, and maybe get some even better travel and more secretive travel, it could be good too. But if you guys don't want to risk it,
I
I'm
don't.
sure we can take another deal with this guy.
That's fair as well. I'm obviously not very accustomed to most of Hell. We've only been to the Hell City and
Coil.
Cortland.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're
no,
welcome.
no.
So there could be other options. It's
Do
just
you guys think they got there before us? Or do you think we'll be there before them?
I mean, Pestilence and Death have said that, like, if they are, well, if they're here, it probably is a place that they can't, sense anything. I don't know how many of those exist here, but
Oh,
I mean, if they still haven't been able to sense them yet, maybe they're still over there. Yeah.
what are all the layers? Are you? Do you remember anything like that?
I do. Can't wait to you help
No,
me out, Colin?
There's lots of different layers in Hell. There are like where the 9 layers come from.
Yeah.
You're on the topmost layer.
I have that list that you gave.
Yeah, you're on the topmost layer, and it goes from the top to the bottom being the abyss. The Hell City layer spans all 9. Well, actually 8. It's not in the abyss, but everything above all the way to the top.
I'll kind of go through a bit of details, tell them each. They get to the top, which is Quaylam.
No, Colum is its own section. Yeah.
So the top of Hell City,
Like you have to leave the main area of Hell.
get into Quaylam.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what I wanted to say. So when I get to the top of where we city, brushing them. Little Paradise Island.
Well, probably not anymore.
Yeah. So if they're not here, I don't know, they'd be on another layer because they're on whatever same plane is go to. Case at least the blood.
What we need is a place where all of those things connect, so Hell City. But
I mean, the Blood Sea cities will have a connection. It's just we'll have to deal with jurisdiction there, and I know we just kind of want to go.
do you agree with Death's idea of just standing out? He's been acting stranger than usual.
Hmm.
I think
So much so that even
he's-
Pestilence is getting weirded out by it.
I think he's really itching to lead. And death is death, so I can't judge him too harshly on this, but that's why I keep reminding him that he won't be able to do it alone. In this case, he does need his sister on the same page of his, but also the Desire Demons are going to be right alongside him. He can't just do it alone because it'll all fall apart like it did last time. But us Desire Demons have different head on our shoulders now, and I'm sure we can figure it out once Death realizes that he just not as capable as doing things alone as he wants to be. I mean, you saw him in those last battles too. He really needed our support to keep himself up, but we needed his as well.
I suppose that's fair. I just don't want it to get to a point where he starts acting out to cause us problems.
Maybe talk with him?
Well, if you think talking to Death would be helpful,
Or
I just
talk to
personally don't trust them
Pestilence?
at all. Definitely not.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Just outside the door. Wow, what the fuck? No, kidding.
Stop listening. I don't mean to be petty, but I really don't trust any of them as far as I can
I
throw
thought we
them.
could,
That's
but
pretty far.
I agree with you. We felt like we could trust them, but now traveling with them for a bit here, they've been a bit chaotic, and that's coming from someone like me.
They've
Excuse
probably
you.
always been
Always
like
been
this.
chaotic.
What did Mom say?
They've probably always been chaotic like this. It's just we've never been with them this long.
True. True. How do you think the others are doing? Do you think Famine and War are actually with them?
I don't know.
I wouldn't put it rule that out. I think they might all the rest of them be together, at least some of them paired up. But out of the most, I would say the most sane ones would be on their side.
You'd be surprised.
I'll
Hey,
keep on working with them.
mm,
I'm always keeping an eye on them. Just to keep that stated.
thank you.
Squeeze the hug that I have Ari in right now.
She'll hug back and like hold like the same tight squeeze kind of. And like as she's like holding like one of Ashley's arms, she'll just say like, Ashley, I also want to apologize.
But
If I'm being really honest right now, or if we're all being honest, or I don't like it here. But
you think I
know
like it here, Ari?
you've been excited since the day you got a scorpion. You've been talking with all these demons so chill.
Arya,
And
I'm just coping. I fucking hate it here. This place sucks. It sucks balls. And I don't want
you
to be here
should have
anymore.
told me that.
Sucks piss.
Shut up.
I'm just trying to make the best of this because the last thing we need right now is to be in a bad mood. Because if we are, we die.
I know.
And we have to go get the others. So, just
I was doing okay. And I almost died twice.
yeah.
In simple fights. We should have been able to I should have been able to handle it. And
No, we, but as a whole group, I don't think we expected to be in here split up. This is a lot for all of us.
You really miss
Here's hope,
Ambrose, huh?
everybody.
Oh yeah.
I just really hope that they're okay.
So badly.
I'm also worried that Steiner and I are gonna, stand out. We already stand out. Well, you can hide,
Like pointing at Mop.
'cause you
Worry,
have
Arya.
your demon form.
I know you don't have any fancy forms or cool titles, but we have your back. No one's gonna touch you. Not on our watch, at least.
Well, it happened twice.
She like jokes.
Because you were helping us fight, not because we let it
I
happen.
know.
Also, hey, I caught you that last battle. Thank you very much.
I know.
Actually, Hunter caught you last battle. Think Hunter. Just
I
keep in
would
mind.
thank Hunter, but Hunter doesn't like me.
Just keep in mind, we really can't drop the ball because not only would we be upset, but we wouldn't be alive once we say hi to Jeffrey again. We know
Yeah.
what we're risking here.
Ian will probably make fun of me for being poor.
No. No,
Why
Arya.
not kill Suna?
Oh no!
No, Arya.
It's funny. The Suda doesn't even know the inside joke.
No,
he
but it was
doesn't
just
know.
it tickled
I know.
Suda's
It's
funny,
so
bro.
crazy.
Killed him.
I'm just glad it did. You know, just I think it's
It's
the
just the
phrasing.
fa- it's just the wording. He'll probably make fun of me for being poor.
Suda's like relatable.
Oh, fuck you.
Inside joke.
Ugh.
I'm sorry. That was just too good to not
But
laugh
I'll
at.
give you, if he makes fun of me, I give you permission to bonk him on the head.
I'll bonk him just for you. But nothing's gonna happen
Thank
to you. Nothing's gonna happen to any of us. We have found our way out of the craziest, shittiest situations. And right now we just dug ourselves into one that I'm sure we can dug ourselves back out. Look at me like that, DM.
Good grammar.
We
dug ourselves back out.
We can dig ourselves back out. I'm hearing myself in an echo. It's kind of hard to speak.
Well, get your damn tea or whatever and get back upstairs. No.
God, hurry up.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Gee.
What are you, poor?
Hurry up. Alright, as.
Did we wanna?
Okay,
As
go for it.
did
Like
we?
he said, hurry up is
wanna-
not the DM.
Did we wanna bring Pestilence in to talk about death,
Uh,
or did we
Should
wanna
know,
sleep and
but-
then sleep on it?
maybe sleeping on it is a good idea. That's just me. Though.
We
I'd
could
sleep
sleep
on.
and then talk after. Yeah.
Does my phone work? Like, if I have downloaded movies on my phone, will it still play?
Like your phone's on. There's just no service.
Perfect. I'm gonna play a fucking Disney movie that she downloaded and
Wow, illegal.
and
download.
watch. We're gonna watch it as we just pass out during watching this movie.
Are you guys all staying in one room or are you going back
Oh,
to your own
yeah.
room? Because
Oh,
while it's a big
yeah.
room, the beds aren't huge, especially if Mop is staying in Mop form.
We can figure it out. I can sleep as
We'll just lay on Mop's body.
yeah. Actually,
He'll take
that's
the whole
perfect.
bed.
I mean, there are
We'll
some,
be
there are
back
some,
cuddle.
there are
We
some
can all cuddle.
couches. There are couches in the room, so it's like Ashley and Arya
We
could
can
be on
all
the
fall
couch.
asleep watching movies on Arya's tiny ass phone.
Yeah.
Is Mop fine with this?
Just really big mom.
Mop's fine with
Arya
it.
He's
and
like,
I love this
Ashley
Disney
in his
movie.
arms.
He's like bigger than the
That's
bed,
all
I
the
will
kids. I was
say.
like, oh, this is my favorite.
Like a good
Lilo or Lalo and Mach.
Lulu,
Mop.
Lulu and Scratch. Lulu and Scratch.
Yeah,
Lulu and
Scratch.
Scratch.
I love that.
Okay, you guys start to head to bed. Would Pestilence sleep or no?
Should continue just wandering.
Okay.
Just doing loops.
I
Every time she'd see that one demon, she'd just like stare at him for a little bit, then pet his head, then walk.
see them in various spots throughout the ship. But you see a lot of the crew starts to head to bed too, exception of Coco and Captain Andre. They don't seem to need to sleep either. But if I could have Pestilence roll me a perception check.
Let's see what these old eyes can discern. 1 second. Pick a fucking page. Perception!
Pretty darn good. You see that as you're kind of meandering the ship within the quiet, you occasionally hear movement above you in the vent here and there, and it makes you a little suspicious until you realize again that it's the robotic one with the demonoid head, Dinois, that is kind of seemingly just moving or perhaps even sleeping up in one of the vents.
They're in the wall.
Basically. It is very like Predator or Alien kind of alien vibes of their being in the walls and in the ceilings and stuff like that. You do see at one point you find Death in seemingly a secluded balcony that kind of looks down a long hallway, seemingly the best he could do for a high vantage point looking over something as he could find. But other than that,
Stare at him for a moment and then go stand next to him.
I see you've forgo actually staying in your room.
You know I don't like rooms.
Unfortunately, this whole place is a room.
Yes, that's why I was looking for a place like this. Seems you found it.
Very good at finding.
Yes, and you're also very good at being weird lately.
Weird? Is that what you should call it?
Yes. Weird, Death.
I think you're lacking perspective.
I think something's going on with you, and you've been acting very weird since a while after we got here.
There's just
Trying to
a array of thoughts that I think you might need to rethink.
Like what? Enlighten me, dear brother.
You've seen what these heroes these days are capable of and what has become of Earth, have you not?
We just came from there, yes.
And what do you make of it?
Shithole how it always been. Now it's just filled with more dead.
More dead, but more that don't die.
Ah.
Many more that don't die. Those that think they're above it. At an increasing rate.
I think I understand. You're getting upset. Well, not upset. Bothered. Because the souls that have died haven't gone to you, and the ones that are going to die just won't die.
How would you like to have it be known that in a few years on Earth, I wouldn't be surprised if they cured all diseases? Or made bodies that are immune to it? There hasn't been a war on Earth since we left.
Yeah, I did notice war was being kind of testy.
World hunger is practically been solved.
Oh god, we're dying.
We are being erased by these heroes, these mortals. You understand that, don't you?
Yes, now I do.
You understand how I've been tiptoeing around those stupid machinations.
She just kind of like rubs her face in her hands now. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Clearly.
Oh, shut up.
I won't. It's taken you this long, and it's been a disrespect onto what you are, what we are.
Yes, well, I've also been trying to fucking do a job, which is to make sure that we have a place. Because even if we don't deal with Thea, we'll be sleeped out and die anyways. The problem is, if we do deal with Thea, then we need to deal with the problem of being swept out and die. So I've been kind of just focusing on the more immediate one, rather than the more prolonged one. You've always been the one with the long-term vision. I've always been the one with the short-term, where I just make something because it's needed in the time.
Definitely.
You know that.
It makes me miss war quite a bit.
Yes, well, I'm sorry you're stuck with me.
You're lovely. You really are. It's just that. As
You
you
prefer
said,
someone who you can talk to intellectually.
I prefer all four of us together. For different reasons. That's why we are four. That's why we are the Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Yes, I know.
We
and
have
I
a
miss them.
purpose. I think given the right circumstances, we should let them play into their own demise. Just enough. Kill Thea, kill them, all in one moment. Besides, if we really need an extra player, he pulls Zack out of his pocket. We have one. And puts it back.
So, what do you suggest? We give them just enough assistance to not let them die, and then once they've been killed enough by Thea's fight, we come in and swoop and finish them off?
I'm truthfully uncertain, because if we were to end them there, don't forget about those celestial creatures that came down and told us to fuck off, basically, after we were done. They told us that they would make sure to end us if we did not if we overstayed our welcome.
Yeah.
So
Well-
if we were to kill them and we come back out of hell without them, we better have a convincing story. Because that still doesn't solve our problem. Killing them is only part of the problem.
Well, not really. Well, you're right, but killing them does solve a problem.
A problem.
We
The
won't
rest of
have
the
to deal
world
with
will
them in
still
the future.
progress. We need to make sure that doesn't happen.
I'm sure we could figure out a way. We've stopped them from progressing for an age. Remember the Dark Age?
I think it's time for another.
Yeah.
Perhaps the best you've ever come up with. Since COVID, anyway.
God damn it.
Her grin just grows.
We'll have to confer with War and Famine. See what they have in mind to see if they agree. Or have any better ideas. War is
I think-
definitely the strategist here.
I think Famine would come up with a good idea.
I wouldn't
You
be
can't have
surprised.
disease without some hunger, and you can't have hunger without some disease.
I think the biggest issue is them turning all into robots.
Well, you see, robots rust and decay.
Not these.
What? Oh, fuck, right.
You're thinking of the sitcom sci-fi robots.
Right. Yeah. Listen, it's not my fault. I think humanity's kind of dumb to the point where that's actually real.
There's also another point that we just save them, help them figure out hell, and we integrate ourselves back on Earth and bide our time until we can destroy all the systems at once. Perhaps 10, 20, 50 years down the line. We could play the long game here. There's options. So I'm undecided.
There are, but we need to be careful because as planning as you are, we don't know what they're going to be like in multiple years. They could grow stronger with time rather than weaker. And some of them will, well, you've seen the fucking mop boy. He just
Yes.
doesn't want to stop.
None of them do.
So, and then there's the robot one they have.
You got to
So
remember
for-
that the desire demons, much like Ashley, is the ones that put us behind bars initially for so long. Her kind are dangerous.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we'll figure something out soon. Enjoy your mockery of a long sightline looking over everything. I think I'll retire to think on my own. In my room if you need me. Places a gentle, caring hand on your shoulder. Slight squeeze, then turn of the cape drifts off into the hallway.
Bad.
She just kind of like leans forward and just puts her face in her hands, just kind of rubbing it.
You are very troubled.
Ah. Hello.
Anything?
I'm assuming you've been here for a while.
I follow you around. Always.
I figured.
You did lift me. Curse that had befallen me. Do disrespect to such powerful creatures. A word, may I speak plainly?
Go ahead.
You talk to your brethren, thinking only of destruction, only of what you are now. No Shinigami were agents of chaos. After the horsemen do all, mainly death was put away to the abyss. We were conscripted to take his place, because there was no one to shepherd death into hell. We became something better, something more powerful. What I mean to say is, do not think just because what you were is no more. Become something beyond. Changed. There's many demons who have over here. The ones that didn't have gone extinct.
The unfortunate thing with that, though, is change for us very well can mean death. And not my brother, but existent wipe. We are a force of nature. We are not something created out of malice, out of hatred, out of love or care. We just are. We're very specific in our natures. And if those natures are gone, then we are gone. If diseases are wiped out, there's no more me. If war is extinguished, there's no more war. If hunger is eradicated, famine goes away. And if no one dies, death has no purpose, and he vanishes. You Shinigami have the capability to be whatever you are needed to be it guardians, keepers, warders, or ferrymen. You can serve whatever purpose that you need to be serving. Us horsemen, if our purpose is gone, we're gone. And I'm not sure if there's change for us.
I could not tell you one way or another, but I know the original creator of demons. The one who creates all. Is not so unforgiving as you think. Not allow change when change is accepted. But I will not judge any decision you make. In fact, I owe a debt to you. I will stay on whatever side you choose. And they bow.
She kind of just bows her head and turns back out to look. Change, huh?
So, as Pestilence is also left with many things to think about, the room of sleeping misfits is relatively peaceful. The gentle rocking of the ship here and there kind of reminds you guys of just like windy nights in the city, in the cabin, as well as like Ashley and those of you that lived in the city for a time. The noise of the city, occasional whirring of engines can kind of be misconstrued to be sounds of cars on the street. Rather peaceful and lulling. But what's everybody's passive of the misfits?
It's a 10 plus whatever our perception plus is.
Yes.
23 for me.
19.
18.
Okay.
Good to know.
And my heartbeat sense.
Yes. A little subdued because you are sleeping.
Yeah, but I still have a passive of 500 feet.
Yeah, but you are sleeping, so that information doesn't fully go to you in the same way. But good to know. You see, as you are all sleeping kind of in a loose pile on the bed, Ashley vaguely feels while she's asleep. It's like the weird dream space. If you could roll a mental save, please. Actually, a speech
Mental?
save. Speech save.
Speech save?
For Ashley, it has to be speech. Okay. So in this weird, half awake, half asleep dream space, she feels relaxed and comfortable. It almost feels like Ian picks her up
What?
and places her on one of the couches more comfortably than laying over top of Mop's elbow.
What?
But then it starts to fade as she feels a presence, a pressure straddling atop her. And then a hand over her face, over her mouth. And she sees what I'm going to show you.
What the fuck is happening?
It'll make sense in a second if it wants to load. No, that's the wrong chat. There's the right chat.
We are.
That's what you see.
Fuck.
You hear,
Please.
you hear.
Oh.
I just want to talk.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Does she do anything? He also sees that Mop and Arya are behind where
Yeah.
Lust is.
Ashley will kind of wide eyes, but then kind of she's breathing fast, but she'll kind of hold still. And she'll, if she's allowed to, she'll raise her hand to Lust's hand over hers and kind of try to pull it off.
I make the decisions right now. Understood.
She leans in a little closer and pushes the pressure down. Put your hands up behind you.
She puts her hands up behind her, kind of giving her a forward brow.
Are you resisting
Um,
the next thing she's about to do?
I am at the ready if whatever she's about to do is fast or hurts me.
She takes the hand slowly off of your mouth,
Okay.
places it
And if
over
it's a
where
slow
the
thing, then it's fine.
places her hands down on both of your wrists.
Okay.
and then there's a slight warmth, and then a freezing cold around the wrists as they seemingly are locked to the side of the couch.
Oh, actually, can I do something?
Hmm.
When she releases her hand from mine and goes to move it to my wrists, I want to say, if you want to talk, then let's talk. And can I try to blood skidoo with her?
Let's do.
Not at the moment,
Blood
because
skidoo?
she's able to put her hands up to your wrists pretty quickly.
Yeah, I need her hands at my wrists. That's how I blood skidoo.
Yeah, but they're aimed away, because if they'd be up above your head.
Yeah, that's how I blood skidoo. We like hold each other's wrists. We hold each other's hands.
She denies it.
Ugh, I kind of grumble. What
You
do
wouldn't-
want?
You wouldn't want to be in there right now anyway. Besides, it's more fun to talk like this. And you see that, and she like practically just like sits down on your waist.
Straddling me fully.
Yeah.
Love that. Great. This is great, guys. This is awesome.
So
Sounds good in
now,
her position.
the first thing, I want to know why you're so hell-bent on coming in here. Why did you want to find me so badly in the first place? Don't you know I'm trying to fight her? Fight her in here is suicidal.
You didn't really seem like you were trying to fight her.
I couldn't make it obvious, and you were making it very difficult.
I was trying to bring you back over to my side.
I've never really been on her side, but she doesn't really know that yet. I'm not,
Then what's...
I'm not fully
what's your
under her
plan?
control, but I've been trying to undermine a lot of her power, put a lot of her allies in more dangerous positions. But I need you to wait. You don't need to be rushing in here, otherwise I won't be ready. 'Cause if you attack her before I'm ready, it's not going to work.
And how was I supposed to know any of this, Lust?
I was hoping you would at least be hesitant enough to not come into hell so quickly.
You know me.
Not really, not these days. It's been so long.
I have things I need to do too, Lust.
I know. But don't worry. Your loved ones are safe for now. They've done well.
You've seen him?
I know where they are. And I know they're not dead.
You can't say more than that, can you?
If I say too much, they might connect with me, and then this is going to be a very bad time.
Isn't it already if you're here?
Not if I'm quick.
Alright.
So you're going to stay put for a while? Yes? You and your friends?
Stay put where? And what's the sign that we can go in?
Just stay put, and I'll come find you in a couple of days. About 5 days.
Couple of days? Lust.
Stay in the cities that you were going to lie low in anyway. And then I'll be there soon. To
We're
give
trying
you
to
the
get
signal.
to Hell City as quick as we can.
And you're going to get there way before your friends anyway.
So we should find our friends first?
You should stay in the Blood City.
Is that a good idea for me?
Yes, as long as you lay low and be quiet. Don't let any word of there get back to her. Or from there. 'Cause she doesn't see this right now.
Does she know we're here?
She knows that you're in the area, but not enough to really put things together, because that's why I've been sent out. To go look for you. And I'll have to tell her I haven't found you. It'll be very terrible for me for a while, but I feel like that's worth it.
Lust, I've dealt with a lot of other desire demons. So what do you want?
I
do
want
I owe
you to
you?
be safe. Not because I like you, not because I even care a little bit about you. I actually hate you. But there's time to deal with that later. Aya's taken care of. Don't you think?
You're sounding smarter than a few of the others.
I've always been the smartest.
Have you really?
Or at least the most
guess-
charismatic.
I guess that's true.
Tis a pause. He puts a finger up to her ear, like nods. And you hear, "Good. Now I suggest you come quietly, considering I have all of your friends already taken care of." He then shows this little holographic device that shows a lot of the crew being abducted in a way by these machines. No blood, nothing for Ashley to sense.
Fuck.
And it was very clearly Thea's voice that spoke out of
Lust.
Lust.
Right now? So, okay. So Lust came here, infiltrated the ship, but is not gonna say that we were on there.
Or it was all just a
And-
game by Thea.
Oh, okay, never mind.
And
That's
she
what I
played Ashley
initially
like
had thought.
a book.
I mean, I'm already being straddled by her. I can't do shit.
But you also
So
see
there-
looking behind
you
you
can't play
again.
me as a book if there's nothing I can do.
Fair. You also see that there is behind her. You see that there's two of these weird centipede-like robot things that are big as Mop. That are just kind of.
If they are coming into the room to actually deal with us, then I'm going to attack her right now. But if it seems like she was telling me to shut the fuck up because she's not letting Thea know we were in there, and that she's
No,
letting-
it's
she's
very
taking the
clearly
crew-
that this was a play by Thea.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Then even right when I heard Thea's voice coming out of Lust, I'm already attacking her.
Okay.
We're not waiting for
Okay,
me to
but
see the
first
true
I need
thing.
Mop and Arya to roll me a Constitution saving throw, or just a toughness.
Do I have a point? No, I don't think I do.
Arya, good roll actually. Unfortunately, I don't
We
think.
should all have inspiration because I have my inspiration on my sheet.
I don't think.
Actually, wait, no, I think Mop used his last.
Yeah, I was like, did you
Yeah, I'm
give us?
pretty sure
I
you
don't
did.
think he gave us another one after.
Because he
that.
One
tried
of
to
the problems is I
catch
can't-
Arya like 3 times and failed all 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Mop used his. but we
wait,
still have ours.
Do you still have? Do you have your puddles luck? Or
No, that's all Puddle Boy now.
well, do it anyway.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
So you see that
I'm in mop form.
Oh, that's true.
as Ashley will get a free attack on Lust, there is a needle that's placed into Arya. She feels right into her, and Arya
Wait,
just kind
how'd
of
they
goes.
get in?
They were already in.
No, I was watching. I said before anything even came in, like the minute I even hear
Nope,
that.
you didn't see them come in. They were already in the room when Lust grabbed you.
Like,
Mm, yep.
Okay, wait. Can you re-explain everything? Now I don't
So-
understand what just happened.
So Lust was on top of you, pushed you
Yeah.
over, and there was nothing behind her a moment ago. Then you look back, and there's these 2 centipede things already there, like they were previously invisible.
But I would have heard them.
But seemingly, they
'Cause
don't
we
seem
were
to make any.
whispering.
They don't seem to make any noise.
But
Seems
the
like-
crew outside is being led. I'm feeling all of their blood senses around. That's what you just told me.
Yeah, and it seems like they've already been grabbed by these as well.
So the minute those guys get grabbed, I hit Lust.
To be fair, how do you know that it's any different from them walking around doing their work anyways?
Because we were all sleeping, and now we're all up and about, and
Caroline?
people's hearts are racing. No, for real. I'm trying to figure out how you're actually trying to sneak any of this on. Because then I would just wake up the 2 others. With the fact that I'm yelling and stabbing Lust, who's
It seems that
just
she was
straddling
waiting
me.
for this moment to be like, "Yes, we've got it. Go."
So I didn't have any moment to actually
No.
warn my friends.
Mm-mm.
It'll be fine. It's fine.
Oh, fine.
Okay, so what's a tiny needle gonna do to us?
Welcome.
Apparently a lot to you. You fucking won.
Yeah.
Well, they don't. Well, they don't use a needle on Mop.
Ah.
Instead, they are seemingly putting this energy field that is a lot slower than the needle, but is currently about halfway up his body.
Smart play.
I do
I know.
need Pestilence to roll me a perception
Can I
though,
do
because
my
Pestilence
thing
awake.
first?
Yeah, I need to know where Pestilence is doing. And I need to explain what happens to Arya, because that happens before.
What do you need me to roll?
Perception, please. Because you weren't asleep. Or resting, or in your room, or anything like that.
Death probably was.
Death wasn't asleep either. He was in his room, but I know what's happening with that, because I've been kind of rolling on the side. So,
I heard it.
So like they
I've been hearing
wouldn't
that.
have sensed anything happening, especially because Pestilence was walking around. She wouldn't have
Mhm.
noticed that people
No,
are
this
getting.
is a big ship. Pestilence is in
It's
a
also
remote
new
area.
to her, so she doesn't know what's normal or what's abnormal.
Mhm. So, Arya gets
And the ship had no.
Caroline.
They
Caroline,
seemed-
you're just
no,
going
no,
to have to
no,
accept
no,
it
I'm just
for
gonna
what it
ask
is
some
at the moment.
questions. I'm just asking
You
questions.
don't know
I
the answer to these questions.
But I'm just asking you, lore-wise.
I know
We're on a
lore-wise.
big-ass dragon.
Uh-huh.
The lady was pretty confident that they were really supported and they wouldn't just let random shit in, and they still got infiltrated?
You also did hear the captain say that Lust has been patrolling, and hopefully we don't run into her.
Yeah. Okay, but if they ran into it, it would be a battle with the dragon on the outside, because that's the whole reason that they have this big dragon. They're all safe inside
You don't
the
know the
dragon.
logistics of it, and I don't have to tell you. You'll have to find out that later. I have put this very well planned in motion. Just because, I mean, if you don't like
Just
it,
roll
we
all
can.
the punches.
I don't know what you want me to do right now.
No, it's fine. It's just you laid out something really nice, and then you didn't give us any options. You're just having this happen. That's fine. I'm understanding that now. You just made it seem like we had options for a second there, and I'm learning now, no, we don't, because you were just going to do this anyways, and that's fine. I just didn't realize that, because it seemed like you were setting up the scene as if we could do something about it.
There is options to do things about it. You're just shutting it down and saying there aren't.
I'm saying, no, we're going to go into this fight now. We're going to do it.
Why don't we continue forward and just go with what Purple has to say? Let's go.
That's what I'm saying. Right now, I've given up. Yes, Purple, go for it.
Okay. We will continue. So, what attack are you throwing, or what action are you taking towards Lust?
You can go with Pestilence, because you wanted Pestilence.
No,
to
I
do
just wanted to
protection
roll a
first.
perception check, and then we'd get back to it afterwards, because after that, I will start initiative.
I'll do my blood tendril to keep her with me right here, so she doesn't fuck anyone else up in the room.
Okay. How are you doing your blood tendril with your hands the way they are?
I don't need my hands to blood tendril. My body is right underneath her, and I am blood.
Okay, fair enough. Just wanted to
I
make sure.
shoot out a tendril from my body, skewer through her,
Okay.
and then I want to grapple her down with me, because I don't want her to fuck up anyone else in the room, even though they're dealing with robots.
Yeah, you absolutely describe to me without using your hands how it looks like when you grapple her in this pace.
I grimace the minute I hear Thea's voice coming from her. And since she's already straddled onto me, it's kind of like pelvic thrust, and my torso like loops through and then around her with the blood tendril. I want to skewer her completely.
Gotcha. You're absolutely able to do that for the moment. Mop, roll me a perception check as you're now hearing noises.
Okay.
Oh, I'm yelling loudly. Everyone
Yeah.
should wake up.
It's not a super high DC. Mop immediately shoots up to see that there is he's encased to hips up below, like this weird energy field. And you see that where it's encasing him, he's turning back into Steinar Stevenson.
No.
No.
Also, he doesn't see his Mop conveniently near him. Arya does not wake up at the moment.
Can I ask what the needle did? Say curious.
You are currently paralyzed and unconscious.
Oh. Well, easy.
And the other
Snore.
centipede thing is trying to basically wrap you up into itself that can transport
Man,
you.
Lulu and what were we
Lulu
gonna
and
say?
Scratch.
Yeah, Lulu and Scratch was a fucking great film, man.
Cthulhu!
Okay. I would like everybody to just drop their tokens down. I know there's no actual map here right now. It was a little busy this week, but I will do my best to describe it and keep it
bougie
loose.
room.
Purple, I have a question. How long
Yes.
was it between when Death and Famine and the Shinigami had those conversations to now? How long
like
did it-
an hour or so, like an hour and a half.
Okay, wonderful. Then I would like to make one request to you,
Sure.
and I'm going to DM you it because I don't
Okay.
know.
Wow,
only gonna
imagine
send you a
keeping
picture.
secrets from us, SMH.
I mean, we were nice enough to just have a whole conversation
I know.
about what death
Yeah.
has been going on.
I loved
Nah.
listening to that.
That was such a good scene, bro. Imagine keeping secrets, SMH, couldn't be me.
It's not like I don't trust them or whatever and didn't want to talk to them.
yeah, no. Never ever.
It's interesting. Ashley might get I think Ashley gets a double turn here. She got to attack with that, and then she gets to go again. Yeah. Okay. Actually, let me add one more. The crew.
Hopefully the crew survives. I've kind of grown
You grew an attachment
to like them.
crew.
Yeah, I like them.
Oh, wow.
Shit!
Nice.
Ashley has a
Let's
higher dex,
go.
but
I do.
is good though. That's really good.
Let's fucking go!
Yeah.
That what
Look.
is that what you want you to be?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Since the whole conversation with the Shinigami and the conversation before, she just thought, might as well.
Might as well give it a try.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And because of earlier also with the pool.
Yup. Cool. Absolutely. All right. So, Ashley, you see that as you see what's going on, you basically spear Lust. She just goes, and then what do you do next?
I'm going to heroic action.
Okay.
Because I just want to do 4 things and have them happen.
Okay.
Oh, wait, speaking
I
of,
can't be
I'm
grappled, so she has no grip on me.
Gotcha. You just slip out of him.
I'm going to actually blood prison her down onto this couch. She doesn't roll anything. It's auto succeed
Okay, yep.
for my heroic action. I'm going to I don't know if this is how this will work, but I want it to just do it and see if this helps Arya out. But if I blood transfusion her, does the tranquilizer come out of her and I get to deal with it better than her? Because I have resistance to it anyways.
Which ability?
Just my transfusion. I can, it's a blood transfusion, like literal blood transfusion.
Yeah. Yeah, how much HP do you want to give her? Or like, what amount are you willing to give her? Or take away from yourself? Because you're not really giving her her health.
Yeah, I mean, would we swap blood here if it's an actual blood transfusion?
Yeah,
Or am
yeah.
I just
I just want to
giving
know
her
how
shit?
much you're taking out of her, putting your own in, things like that.
Yeah. Can I do 200?
Yeah.
Actually, make it 300.
Okay.
Because I really want to make sure she's not tranquilized and out cold right now after I saw that robot needle her.
Yeah, I will say, the heroic action actually I'll let this one auto succeed it, because she is currently being swallowed up by the centipede machine. So normally you'd have to like roll to grab her, but because of this, you're able to kind of just slot that right in, catching a vein on her like her ankle,
Uh-huh.
and then sucking that back out. Ashley is not affected by it, so I won't make you roll, but I will give Caboodle another ability to roll with advantage. The DC has been lowered because of how much you put in.
The toughness?
Mm-hmm. I will say you lose that 300 HP, Caroline, from Ashley.
That-
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
promise. Down that three.
Arya is fine.
Did we get to
Yeah.
long rest before this or no?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, did we do that before?
You did. You did.
Okay,
We did?
yay!
Okay.
Yeah,
let me
you just
take
barely
this
got a
then.
long rest. As well as
Because-
Pestilence and Deathwood as well. Even though they don't need to sleep, they were resting within that time.
Let's fucking go!
Good.
Let's go!
So, as you kind of latch into here, you see Arya. Let us know what Arya's reaction. She wakes up. She's a little loopy. She's like half upside down. And there's like
Arya?
something stitching her ankle. Ashley's yelling, and you're inside something that seems to be eating you.
Ashley!
She's like a little
she,
loopy.
She was like, she's more like,
Ashley, get the freaking blood off!
And she's awake, and
Just,
she
like,
realizes she's
still
being
loopy,
swallowed,
and
and
then it's
something's
like-
bad.
Ugh!
As effectively right now, Arya is considered drunk.
Ew, ew, ew! Get
what?
Arya is effectively
considered
under the
drunk.
drunk condition right now.
Alright, let me read
Love
that out
that.
real quick.
And then
like, ew!
for my,
Bad dog, get off!
for my final
Or like a heavy anesthesia, but the drunk condition in D&D.
action point.
Yeah.
Bad
Wait,
dog.
if my
bad dog.
level's if we're at level 30, do we gain, is it more action points for the heroic action? that
No,
auto
the
succeed?
4 is always just a
Always
4
just
auto
4.
succeed.
Okay.
You
I
just
just
get
wanted to
more
make sure.
effects if you're not using the auto succeed.
And then the second thing, I have advantage on her right now because she's
Yes.
she's
Yes,
blood
you do.
prisoned?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I will bloodshot her. So I transfusion Arya, and then from my position next to them at the bed, I'm gonna bloodshot the prisoned Lust.
Yeah, go for it.
Fuck yes!
Hell yeah.
And I get vindictive as well.
A vindictive crit, so roll it again.
Fuck yes!
That's a lot of damage. Holy shit.
And I think I also critical artery her.
Yeah. She'll need to roll a save
because I
against that.
crit. And does it auto succeed since it's a heroic action? So do I auto critical artery her?
Yeah, because it's not an action point. It's just auto happens, and
It's
it's
just
part of the
auto
ability that
happens.
auto hit. So
wasn't
she
expecting
is
that-
stunned.
A crit.
You did 2,386 damage from basically one attack, with a little
Woo.
bit extra from the blood prisons and
Guys, get the fuck up! And I'll end my heroic.
You get the frick off!
You
She's-
see me? She's up. Woo! She's up.
stuff. Yeah, total damage of all three of those is 3,785. Lust is not looking
Ooh.
great.
Good. Good.
That brings us over to Pestilence. Pestilence, as you were just finishing your contemplation, your thoughts, there's a slight bouncing around in the vents. And you're like, oh, no. Something's bigger. And then you hear a slight scuffle in the ship. And then right behind you, there are two large centipede-like metallic creatures, about 10 feet long and very large. It looks like there's a spot for basically to store bodies of people. You see, they don't get a surprise attack on you because you did succeed the perception check. So it is your turn.
How thoughtful of you to wait until I have finished. And she's just going, do I know they're enemies?
I mean, they're trying to, like, eat you.
Okay, then yes, I'm going to... Let me... Okay, cool. I am going to cast Unbecoming Rot of the area.
Okay. They are immune.
Well, fuck you too.
They are seemingly single task oriented robots that do not are not affected by necrotic or poison, nor can they see visions because they've never had them in the first place. So Pestilence just goes, oh fuck, god damn it! It was dark in here. To be fair.
Now them in the poor light fixtures, you know.
Right, well, goodbye. And she's just going to Pestilence
Have a good
flies
day.
away.
You see that as you use a react or an action point to teleport away, you see a couple red lights go beep, 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 and they have use the reaction, or at least one of the reactions follow. So they are the same distance from you as they were before after you use that.
Well, fuck.
That's 3 action points.
And so when I come out of the fly, they're just there again. They're like in front of me or behind me.
They're both like one's behind you, one's in front of you. Like rearing up, ready to try to like consume and lock you in their cages. Pestilence also notices they're airtight, seemingly. Your flies would not be able to escape if they were to grab you. But also, Pestilence very quickly then notices they don't seem to want to kill Pestilence.
They want to just capture me.
Mm-hmm. Which leads Pestilence's very intelligent mind, those scuffling and those very minute, slight sounds. Everybody is probably experiencing this all over the ship.
Experiencing what?
These things are capturing everyone on the ship.
Oh, okay. These robot tendril bullshits. Okay.
Yep.
Well, too bad for you. And she turns into flies again. However, she goes in through a small vent.
Okay. They automatically activate follow. And you see that as you go up, you hear this all of a sudden. You get to the top and you hear at the entrance. They're like trying to force their way through. They seem like they're making some progress, but definitely slow. They didn't get all the way to you.
Yeah, and I don't have a limit to movement with flies. I just have up until I can like see.
Yep.
So I'm gonna just keep fucking going through the fucking vents until I get away from those motherfuckers.
Gotcha. You're going. You hear them moving around. It seems like they have some ability to track you or follow you, but you see that you are kind of able to move a good bit faster than they are.
Yeah, and I'm going to try my best to get back to where we were, like sleeping wise. That's pretty much it. That's all I can really do. Is just fly through the vent.
Okay.
Fly through the vents and try and find my way back to, I guess, death specifically.
Gotcha. Roll me an investigation at advantage because you've been walking around this ship for the last couple hours.
Investigate. Whoa. There it goes.
Yeah, you are making your way towards it. I'll let you know your progress on your next turn.
Wonderful.
That brings us to Lust, who is going to use a similar ability. Actually, no, she is stunned, so she is not going to use a similar ability to escape a grapple, because she is trying to become unstunned. As the blood in her seizes up, one of the few stuns that would actually work on her in this moment, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, that brings us to the machines. Pestilence, you hear them kind of like searching around behind you, but you only hear one of them. Seems like the other one is trying to track you on the main floors.
It's not catching up, but it's definitely still following you at the moment. The others, Arya, I need you to roll me an acrobatics check, which I think with being technically drunk is at disadvantage.
Well, okay. I tried looking up something for drunk and I couldn't find anything.
Drunk condition 5e.
Ooh, maybe I didn't put drunk conditions. Maybe that's. What I was thinking we could do is maybe do poisoned effects.
Yeah, I forgot drunk is essentially the same as poison. So you
Okay.
have disadvantage on
And
attack rolls and ability checks.
Ability. So disadvantage of
Yes.
acrobatics. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I didn't need it.
That's
so.
well,
That.
do you have a point of inspiration or no?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Wait, let me do it.
You are within 30 feet of Mop,
Yeah,
however.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's been like 2
You
weeks.
guys were actually on the
Yeah.
bed with each other?
I've never been
Okay.
next
You
to
are
him.
within
I've
like
never been
6
with
feet of each
Ma,
other.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never been near him. Okay, I don't get these privileges.
I'm always at the front lines.
Okay, it's a little better,
Fun.
but it is not good enough to keep
Yeah.
yourself. You are pulled
that's
within the space, but it seems like this space wasn't intended to have you be awake. So for the sake of things, you are restrained with, and if you want to
Okay.
break it, it is 5 action points.
That is fine. Yes, sirs.
That is what that one's doing. The other one is going to continue consuming Mop. So Mop, I need you to roll me in athletics or acrobatics.
Oh.
Still.
That's, you see, even though you're hit from the hip down, it's very much like a weird Deadpool 2 situation where you don't have your normal legs on Mop from the waist down, but from the waist
The
up, you
baby
grab the energy field that they're trying to lift up and you stop it from going any further. That will end those ones' turn. Let me roll a couple for the other ones because they're good. Actually, I need to roll for that. Okay. So you see as you're flying, you hear a start going off on the ship, and there's red lights flashing.
Finally.
And I need everybody to roll me a dodge saving throw as you see the dragon spin rapidly all of a sudden, like barrel roll.
Oops.
Do I get affected in flies?
You are fine, because you just see the whole ship spin around you, and you're like, what the what the hell?
Oh, God, that's disorienting as shit.
It's motion sick.
You see,
Little flies are puking.
Yeah, little fly puke.
it makes sense, but the one that is chasing Pestilence through the vents is unaffected. But you see the the one that held Mop and Arya, they kind of get thrown to the side. Mop, you are partially the grip on you is loosened essentially. So if you make any grapple checks to get away from it, you'll have advantage. And then Arya, yours is fallen over, so you'll also have an advantage on getting out if you want to, or hurting it. But you hear over the intercoms, "Calling all crew. I think it's time that we got back up on our feet. If anybody's still alive." And the sirens are still going off. It seems Andri is okay. All right, that brings us to Arya's turn.
Yeah. I want to leave. She's
Okay,
like,
5
it's
action
like
points.
very, yeah.
It is an athletics to escape it, though.
I'll be fine.
You have advantage, and the DC's a bit lower.
Yeah, you know, maybe on that 20. Who knows? No, but she's gonna.
You use 5 action points. You push against these metal bars that are essentially trapping you in, and you kind of slip a little bit and bonk your nose on the outside of it because you're a little disoriented still. And you do not escape. You have 1 action point left.
Just for funsies, like, cause you know she's basically drunk or on like anesthetics, or it feels like she's on anesthetics.
Yeah.
Can I just use one action point to grapple the creature?
I mean, you ought to succeed. You have grappled the
Yeah,
inside of the
she's
creature. You don't
like,
think it will
"I'm
affect its
locked in
speed,
here."
but yes.
Yeah.
Walk.
Ashley and Mop are very
locked
sure
in.
Arya has no idea where she is right now. She knows something's wrong, but she doesn't know what's going on. All right.
Excellent! Stop it!
Okay.
But yeah, that's my turn.
Ain't even.
Mop, it is your turn.
What do you mean she's right
It is very weird feeling because the upper half of your torso is way too heavy for the lower part of your body.
Yeah, I'd like to break that.
Okay? I need you to roll me a athletics at advantage right now. Wow. If it didn't have disadvantage, I would have natural 20'd. But you see that you push it back off, and you see that, to your surprise, it doesn't immediately go back to normal. But you have thrown the creature off of you. But you are still Mop with half of your body being Steiner Stevenson. And that took 5 action points to do. You have 1 action point.
Okay.
You can still
I'm gonna
bonk the
whack
shit out of it.
yeah, I'm gonna whack the monster. Do what I do best.
Let's see. You do hit.
Fine.
You do crunch it a bit, and you see that some of the servos whirl in weird ways, and it makes a couple weird sounds as a couple lights go off. But yeah, you hit it.
They've got too much. Why does they have to be like smart and shit?
Cause it's Saya.
Yeah, well, Saya could lose her intelligence just for this fight, you know?
No,
It's like-
she knew where you were coming.
No,
she knew what your powers were.
Brain cells.
She doesn't know my powers.
She literally
Yeah.
watched the whole fight against her, and then was like, you know, at least I learned some things and left.
she out here watching our freaking VODs being like, okay, I gotta do this.
Yeah, the crew is seemingly okay at the moment. Maybe. Who knows? That brings us back to Ashley's turn. Lust is looking hurt. Arya is inside it, but awake. Mop is like pushed it off of him, but still fucked up from the waist down.
I skipped leg day. I'm sorry.
It's okay, we all skip leg day some days.
Going, thinking back on the things that Ashley knows right now, history-wise, she knows she was able to kill Pride and Wrath because they end up in the abyss, but I take their power. But if I kill Lust, was she pre? Oh, I guess Wrath was no Wrath's an item. Never mind. Is she pre-item turning into item thing? Oh, I guess it
No,
doesn't matter.
none of
because
them
both-
are anymore.
Both Pride and Wrath were different, and yet I still killed them
Yeah.
and put them in. Okay. All right, boys.
When you killed them, there was no items at all. That wasn't a thing yet.
No, I'm saying right now when I killed them and gained their power. That's why I'm in pain.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm pain mode.
Mm-hmm.
So they're now in the abyss, and I'm hoping to get them back eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how I was able to gain their power right now. So if I kill Lust, the same would happen to her.
Mm-hmm.
She'd go down there
Possibly.
and be with the boys. Be with the boys.
Double.
The boys.
The boys. Okay. I just also feel like I can. Okay, actually, thinking back on her straddling me a minute ago, how much of that, like, even though I know a lot of that was being chorused by Thea, how much of it was kind of true? Because there was this little slips moments that could have been kind of true and not just Thea being Thea, which it can be, absolutely. But, like, also, I felt I was able to pull Lust a bit before, and she mentioned it again, which means Thea also felt that I was pulling Lust away from her before. So that
Maybe.
means there is a little bit of skepticism that Lust actually holds her own here, and that I can pull her out of it.
Maybe.
But I could also just kill her.
You can also just kill her, take her power, and get her later. Or you can try to, you'd have to roll an insight if you want to, and against Lust.
Yeah.
And against
I do
Thea.
want to. Yeah, but it's Lust and Thea's proxy. If it was Thea's face, I wouldn't roll an insight because I can't read that shit.
It's
But because
also
it's lust, I can
lust.
still see a little bit of it.
You could. You'd have to
Especially
roll
if
really
she's
well
trying to show
too.
me something.
There would be an action point to do so.
Boo.
It'd be an action point to read the, and then if not, let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then do I help
Wait
my
a
friends out?
second.
Um,
Dang it.
I can just do that. Ay, guys. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll waste an action point and try to insight lust.
Not a waste of you.
Okay.
Wait. Let me read my just to a save, but advantage to an ally. But it's advantage attack to an ally. So I'm reading my status points. I could crit on a lower. Does that count? If I
I think it
increase
has to
my
be
crit per
for-
point or
Does it say it has to be for attack or no?
critical success? No, it just says
We can. Yeah.
increase your critical success and critical fail chance by 1 per point used. You didn't say what it.
Yeah.
Oh, it says must be done before an attack hits or fails.
Ah,
I don't
yeah,
know
it's a
if you
hit- it's
wanna
attack.
do that
It's
as
an attack, yeah.
only. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to see how I can fucking advantage this bitch.
Well, actually, just out of curiosity, how far is Ashley from me?
Like 10 feet.
I came up to the bed to you guys.
Then fucking
Yeah,
easy.
'cause I
Just
needed
use
to be
my
able to
aura
shoot her.
forehead.
This gives you
Oh.
advantage
Fuck.
for hits for
Okay.
attacks.
Oh, god damn it.
What do you mean? Yeah,
Okay, but
I try.
Advantage on hits for
Always-
attacks.
You'll get 1 reroll from me.
That's true.
That is true. You do get a
I will
reroll.
one reroll from you. I also still have an inspiration, but I just don't want to waste it yet.
You have a reroll.
Um,
You
No, I was
get-
gonna
you
hold this
inspi-
inspiration for the rest of the campaign. But
but
I might need it. I might need it next campaign.
It'll be useful.
Yeah. You'll get another one probably.
If I inspired action, would it help out or not?
Not really.
Okay. I'm just gonna do it.
Do it,
Um,
bitch.
Insight. Okay.
Pretty good roll.
Very good, actually. Very, very good. Almost a crit.
Almost a crit, yeah. With what I rolled, I'm just gonna say it out loud. Ashley is fairly certain a lot of the puppeteering was indeed Thea this time,
Okay.
because she was very particular and very coordinated with what she wanted to say. Like, but she also pulled at a lot of things Lust would only be able to remember. Like, I hate you, I don't like you, we've had problems.
Hate each other. It was like a good rivalry.
I mean, like,
From
she,
the,
Thea
from
was,
the papers I'm looking.
I'm
from the lore
saying,
I'm looking at
I'm
before.
saying
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Thea was able to apparently read memories from Lust's past, but it did think based off of how specific and her actions that really spoke that this was Thea. Because Lust in the fight before was keeping her distance and not
Yeah.
talking much and was trying to hold a lot of things in. And Thea was like, I'm coming in right after you to distract you. The only reason Lust was there was to distract Ashley long enough to get exactly the conversation Ashley was wishing to hear, which Thea gave to her.
Oh, I wasn't wishing to hear it. Fuck, man.
I mean,
It's
I feel like
Lust. I'm about to kill her.
I mean, she wanted to talk to Lust, and Thea was banking on that. Enough for her to hopefully steal Arya and Mop and not have this be a fight, which it is, but
Yeah.
Thea
it's not
guessed
gonna go
wrong.
in her favor.
Thea only guessed
Um,
so right.
I'm going to.
She gets fricker.
Ooh, I
Yes.
kind of want to blood
suck it.
skidoo this bitch. But I need to blood skidoo with, like, Athena around. Because I can't get it to her mind.
You could
I
try.
mean, maybe I could. Maybe the blood skidoo would, but my friends are also being fucking tied up on a
What do you
bed, and
mean
only
we're
I get to do that.
fine?
Huh?
I'm fine. I'm free. I just got little legs.
I'm just He's drunk. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I need you to make a decision though. What we want to
yeah.
do.
I'm going to. I don't know if I should, but this might help me out. I'm going to blood mark her.
Okay.
Which is good because I get to keep it on her. But also, what's her current HP?
Also,
Her current HP is 1,709.
Great. I'm going to. I want to say non-lethal bloodshot her. Okay, wait. Really quickly, how does did Arya and Mop get hurt at all, or are they just in
No
certain
damage.
headspaces?
No
Yeah, I
damage.
think we're just
Mop is
inside.
just trying to be turned back into Snyder Stevenson forcibly for a second there, and Arya was unconscious and paralyzed, and now is just loopy.
Okay. Golly.
Golly
Is this
gee
a
willikers,
robot?
Batman.
It's just because I'm trying to plan to see if I can do a big thing here, and I don't know if I can. Okay, I'm going to bloodshot her.
Okay.
Get the vindictive.
Yep.
Non-lethal. So I want to knock her the fuck out.
She is not knocked out because didn't do enough damage.
You said 1,000.
1,709.
700.
You did 1,368.
Another bloodshot. Remember I have advantage.
Yeah. Let's see. She's stunned, so she has disadvantage. That will just barely hit. I rolled a 39 as well.
Nope. Another vindictive. Again, non-lethal, because I think I just did her
Yeah,
HP and then
You did.
some.
You're good. Okay.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess I'll blood skidoo into her. This might not work, but fuck, it's Ashley.
I mean, it never hurts
Whatever.
to try. Yeah.
Before I blood skidoo, can I help my boys out?
Okay.
I'm gonna give them with the last 2 action points I have. I'm gonna give them a blood tether.
Okay.
I guess I have to pick one of them, huh?
Yeah.
I want to give Mop the crit on 18, 19, 20,
Okay.
and advantage against stuns.
Gotcha.
And I'll probably add on some masochist or sadism points while I'm in here, but I'm gonna then blood skidoo into her.
All right. Roll me a D100.
Oh boy.
Good luck.
It was nice knowing.
Okay.
Oh, right in the middle.
It's just over 50.
Right in the middle.
There's a little poke in.
It is actually technically over the 50.
All right. Higher or lower? Did you roll
Ooh.
higher than my roll or lower than my roll of a D100?
In the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, did you roll? Did
That's
you roll
so
one
rude.
over?
I know.
We do got a 50-50 right now.
Yeah. You get to pick though.
I believe I rolled lower than what you rolled.
Incorrect.
I'm pretty confident. Oh
I-
wow!
I rolled the 9.
But if you rolled a 9, it's a 90.
No, I rolled
Right?
an actual D100. It's
Yeah.
just a 9.
Oh.
No, he has a D100.
I have a
dice, I
D100.
think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Remember you?
It
I have a
was
glow in
the
dark
big
one that
boy.
No,
Jonas
I
got
heard
me.
him roll his actual dice, so I thought he was reading 9 and saying.
No,
9.
9. I am reading
So
just the 9.
0 and a 9.
No, Caroline, a D100.
Like
Oh,
it's
you
a
have the
little
actual
100-sided
big ball.
die. Yeah, the big ball boy.
This.
Those cheap.
No, there's an actual. This is a 9. Anyway,
Numbers are hard, guys.
So I don't get to blood skidoo her?
No, you see that you are pushed
Even
out
if I'm-
by Thea.
Darn.
Seemingly right now, Thea
Moral
is
of the
too
story.
intertwined with lust.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean it
Thea's
can't
a
work,
dick.
but it seems like Thea is able to keep her out.
And we have been able to break her connection before. I mean, not all of us, but like,
Pestilence has
that's
done it
what
with
I
the
was
Shinigami.
banking on. I was able to do it last time with lust. I'll
Hmm.
try it again next turn.
Yeah,
and
go
my
for it.
turn.
I believe that means the stun is worn off on lust, correct?
I
last
think he
until
has
the
to
end
keep
of your next
rolling
turn?
A toughness or a mental.
Roll the thing. I want to see.
That's it. Saves toughness or mental. She's got to break my DC on her turn.
Gotcha. Okie dokie. That brings us to Pestilence's turn.
I'm still going through the vents, though.
Yes.
Do I hear the fighting? Because I'm assuming I have to go through the hallway or at least over one of the rooms.
You see
Um.
that the way you think death is, sounds like there is a bit of fighting. You also hear fighting nearby where you think probably the other misfits are. You also seemingly are hearing some fighting where you think the captain would be in a different direction. And you see that they're not catching up, as I mentioned, but they are still, one is still chasing you and one is still below you somewhere.
Let's go to the misfits right now. Because if the misfits are fighting, death might be there, or at least they're close to where death is.
Okay.
So, I'll go that way and then come out of the vents, if possible.
Gotcha. Also, Caroline, it lasts until the end of their next turn.
Okay, cool.
So they would be unstunned.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can head over them. Roll me. You see that you will use 2 action points to get the distance you need. I will say for the sake of things, but you kind of rocket through the vents, and you, Ashley, Mop, and Arya can just make out the swarm of flies file into the room. And do you want to show them what you see? What they see?
Yes. Here, let me
It said-
recapture this.
Yeah.
Yo, Art?
Not art, but so
Art.
much as like Pseudo's like redesigning some based off of something they found.
Hmm.
Maybe art later, who knows?
Ooh. Fuck yes.
You see that like as the flies come
Granny
down.
went to mommy real quick.
It's still Granny.
I know.
You see that as like the flies kind of plume out of the ceiling, it kind of forms the dress as Pestilence stands up from it.
She kind of just
yeah.
brings her hand up. Oh, fuck, that hurt my head.
Intruder!
Shut up. Oh, hey, it's Lust. Oh, it's Lust. Immediately reaching forward to try and put my hand on her head and do what she did with the Shinigami.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh,
Roll me,
She is
uh,
grappled.
I
Yeah,
have
at advantage.
inspired action.
At advantage, inspired action, mental or ingenuity. At advantage, please. That's really good. That's cocked. I gotta roll again. I swear, cocked twice. Okay.
I'm
Lots
just
of cock.
cocky.
I will say, you barely beat Thea out on control over lust. What does it
Oh.
look like when you pull that lust free?
You watch as this suddenly long-haired white-haired woman in this flowing black gown, pale white skin with these bright green eyes, just reaches forward, slams her hand onto her Lust's forehead, and then kind of like pulls out this purple strand that's kind of like stuck inside of something, kind of like a imagine like glue that you're just trying to pull away from something, and just yanks it, and you see a bit of like the face of Thea in it.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was much easier than before.
He's as it like almost wails or screams as that disperses. You see the already kind of bleeding out body of Lust just kind of slumps to the ground. they need to make a death save. They fail 1 death save.
What, lust?
Yeah, because they were already down from before.
No, I said non-lethal.
Non-lethal. Actually, yeah.
Failed
That's
them.
fair. That's
I
fair.
didn't have.
No, they're good. They're just unconscious. They're just unconscious.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Actually, I should have asked. Is there anything more minor you want to do with that, Pestilence? Because like you did a big thing pulling that away. You made it look easy with the good roll. But it was epic and awesome. But is there anything you wanted to do, position or anything like that?
Once she's pulled the essence out, she's going to look up at the vents and kind of move behind
Ashley.
behind Ashley and be like, "Yes, well, I'm being followed, so good luck with that," and pats her on the shoulder.
She kind of looks incredulously because she just tried to do it and it was so hard, and she just did it so easily.
That's
She kinda
the
looks at
power
Russ
of
and
the
looks back at Russ and
horseman.
it's like, what? Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. Now deal with them because they can't fucking take my damage.
You
Yes,
see,
yes, please.
you see that as that happens, Pestilence finishes talking. Right through the ceiling, the centipede just cracks into the floor
Oh,
hard.
shit.
And then it goes immediately for Pestilence. And you should roll me an athletics or acrobatics.
Oh shit. Acrobatics or what?
Athletics or acrobatics to avoid this restrain ability. This time you will not be so lucky. You see, Pestilence is immediately swallowed up by the creature.
Oh shit!
And then
okay.
Flush shield.
Oh shit!
Okay. You see that they're not gonna save it. You throw it, and it eats basically the wet floor shield. And then it's like, you hear error, and spits it back out. That will end its turn for now.
If he takes it back, does that give him back his wet
Nope.
flesh? Damn it!
It's still
I
out.
can back up like a Nerf bullet.
One thing that you're all noticing now is that these centipede things, while similar in form and structure, they're all different, specifically designed for each of you.
That's terrible.
Yeah, no wonder mine
We'll just-
fucking was like athletics.
Yep.
Bitch.
All right, that ends that machine's turn. It's going to Arya. You need to roll me another Constitution saving throw, as a airborne toxin is now being flooded into the chamber you're in.
Ooh. Still disadvantage, right?
Yeah, toughness. Saving throw not at well, it doesn't matter. Saving throws are not at a disadvantage. Just ability checks and attacks.
Yeah.
You see Arya falls back asleep.
Oh, come
It's like,
on.
like pestilence, stop.
Mop, the other one that is still near you, is going to try to pick itself up and then basically land on top of you, trying to grab you. So athletics or acrobatics.
Good thing I am goaded.
Oh, yeah. You see that? You just kind of like you just like prop it up with your arm.
Mhm.
And it's just like you just like can't lay down properly on top of you. You're just like, nope, stop.
Bad.
Yeah, and then rolling for one against death. It's doing all right. Okay,
Alright.
Arya, roll me another toughness to see if you can wake yourself back up.
Shit.
Nope.
Yeah, that's okay.
That'll bring us to Death's turn. Yeah, okay, cool. Brings us to Mop's turn.
Alright. So how many centipede things we got? 3?
There are 3 in the room currently.
Okay, and then an unconscious lust.
Yep. Pestilence
All right.
was almost nabbed, and Arya is RKO again.
Alright. This is gonna be so ridiculous. I don't even know if this will work. But we're gonna go
Okay,
wacky
go.
with this.
Go for
go wacky.
Inspired action.
Go
Okay.
crazy.
I'd like to. Oh, I have got tiny legs still, don't I?
Yeah.
Can I try and get that back as this is happening?
It will make whatever
Um,
you're trying to do harder.
In the inspired action.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm gonna try and grab all of them. I still got my arms. I want
Yep.
to grab all of them and basically just kind of sort of tie them in a knot since they're like centipede things.
Okay.
Just kind of like immobilizing them all.
I'm gonna say roll me
Making
in
it difficult.
athletics at disadvantage because of your legs.
Okay,
Go ahead and roll me 3.
because I'm goaded. Damn it!
Yeah, go ahead.
Damn it!
All right.
So close with it.
You get the first 2, but not the last one.
It's okay.
You're able to grapple those 2, and I will say with 3 action point grapple each,
Okay,
which is yours and Arya because they'd be the closest.
works for me. As long as it's not putting Arya to sleep constantly, I'm okay.
I mean, she still is asleep in there, but it can't get away or do anything crazy.
Right. I want to keep it near me.
Mhm.
Snore.
Okay. Cool. You have them grappled. The other one kind of stays just enough away from you. And that will end your turn for now.
Yeah.
It's now the crew's turn. You hear a little bit of scuffling, and you hear a big explosion. Far off in some part of the ship, and there's like a... The whole ship shakes just a little bit. That brings us to Ashley's turn.
Okay. I'm going to sorry. Okay. I am going to transfusion lust.
Okay.
And I'm going to give her 200 of my HP.
Okay.
Wow.
Wowie zowie.
Make it 300 of my
Okay.
HP. And I'm gonna kind of pat her cheek a bit here. And I'd be like, hey, wake up. Lust.
Wake the fuck up.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Will she react later? Not now.
Yeah. You'll see if she
Okay.
wakes up or not. Seems like she is kind of moving a little bit. She just got fogged up.
And then, actually, oh, fuck. Okay, I don't know. You can say now if you want to let me, but can I actually do an inspired action, but start with that transfusion?
What is your inspired action?
I need to get Arya not dealing with this right now.
Okay.
And I was thinking if I could, like, health pool share with her, and I'm just a bloody link on her like a fucking umbilical cord.
Okay.
So that the blood's pumping between both of us, and it's not just her trying to deal with this is obviously intentionally effective against her because she's so human right now that I want to make it that she doesn't have to deal with this, or at least not have to deal with it alone, so she can be up and help us out because she can't.
Gotcha.
be
You
out
can
right now.
definitely try to lower and consistently lower it. Yeah, I'll allow that. It will require you to burn 2 action points per round to keep it active.
To keep it active. Okay.
But it will lower the
Um,
DC and give her advantage.
But I'll just blood drain and transfusion back and forth between
Okay.
Ari and I. I just have a link. There's a
Yep.
tendril connecting us now that's beating like a heart. And now we're beating together, Arya.
Okay, Arya, go ahead and roll me another toughness at advantage. DC is readjusted again.
Okay.
Well, not at a 27. Fortunately, with the adjusted DC, does save. The 15 wouldn't have. So Arya was like asleep, and then what the? Oh, it was weird. You're still loopy, but you're
Arya,
awake.
stay with me.
You stay with me.
I'm gonna keep patting Lust's face. Come on.
Oh,
Come on, bitch, wake up.
All right, Pestilence's turn.
Well, I know that my abilities don't work on the one that was chasing me, so I have no real reason to believe that any of these other ones will be any different.
Could punch it.
Yes, let me punch a metal thing with my hand.
Yeah.
Could. Just say it.
She's going to look at Arya and see that she's whoopy as fuck.
Uh-huh.
And she's going to try and make her way over and let me know if I could do this with my with my parasitic strain that I usually have. I infect people, or not with my parasitic strain, fever dream.
Mm-hmm.
I infect people with a, cloud of mental fucky.
Yeah.
Could I use it as a reverse to take the mental fucky from her?
Yeah, if you want, you can completely negate toxin from her. If
Cool,
you wanted.
I'm gonna do
Because I
that.
mean you're pestilence. You control disease, toxin, poisons, all that.
Yeah.
Again,
So I'm
this
gonna
is,
do that.
you see Ashley going and get her up, and you're just like, oh, that's a great moment for you to just remove it now that she's awake. Because removing it while
just
she's asleep
slam-
might have been a little harder.
Slam her hand against her forehead like she did with Lust and just pull out this green.
I will
fucking-
say the only challenge here will be getting to be able to touch her. Because she is inside the creature still. So I need you to roll me
Right.
athletics or acrobatics.
Fuck you, Arya.
You touch me.
To-
Later.
well,
Connected
I
to
guess actually
Arya?
you could just tap Ashley and make it auto succeed.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
can do that.
You just go over and
I
grab
have a
Ashley.
full umbilical cord.
You feel this weird pulse run through you like medicine through a bloodstream, how it feels a little weird going into you. And then that pools into Arya and pulls out this other toxin that also feels terrible. That pestilence seems to almost absorb, it's she just hit a vape.
Oh god.
That's a good hit.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Arya, you are currently immune to the toxin, and you are no longer loopy. No longer under the poisoned/drunk effect.
Alright, Arya, get the fuck out of there.
What am I doing in here?
Alright, nice. I will say that uses 4 of your action points. You have 2 more if there's anything you wanted to attempt to do.
That would take 4. Fever Dream was only 1 though.
Yeah, okay. Then I will say
So
just...
realistically, 2 maybe?
Yeah, 2. I think 2 is more fair.
Alright. So then I'm going to... I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna spend 2 more to create a field of rot around us that
Okay.
affects these things, just to see if maybe it was a one-off time with the 2 that got affected, or if it's all of them.
Yeah.
Either way.
It seems like you have confirmed now that they are all immune to necrotic and poison damage.
God fucking damn it!
Another... going back to what Death said about robots fucking suck.
I hate everything and everyone.
You see as...
I do.
is there anything else you wanted to do? You have 2 action points, thankfully.
She's gonna walk back around to put herself between the rest of these things and anyone else she can.
Okay, gotcha. Move back behind Ashley. You see Lust kind of shakes herself awake and looks around, almost blinking as if waiting for commands for a second, and then realizing she doesn't have to listen.
Hey. Still patting her cheek a little.
You see she immediately takes off the earpiece that could very well still have Thea talking to her, throws it on the ground, and stomps it.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
You see that she is then going to walk up and to the creature that was assaulting Pestilence before, jump onto it, and find a very hard to, almost impossible to find on your own unless you know it's there, off switch. She's gonna flip over to the other two
Ooh.
and try to hit the other two even
Noticed
easier.
it.
Oh, there it is. It says off on it.
Yeah, big red button that just says off. You see that with that
Oh,
combat is technically ended. At least with you three. Or four, I should say now.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Well, first thing Mop would do would probably go to the captain.
Okay.
After that.
As you run over to help the captain, the crew, possibly Death, if he needs it,
Hey,
that is where we'll end for tonight's session.
Oh, fuck.
oh
His lust
Little crawling out of the little.
has
center.
been removed of Thea's control. And you
You're
guys have
welcome.
avoided,
Thank you, Pestilence.
All right.
and you have avoided Thea's first direct assault on you.
Well, it's
Cool,
not
let's
direct,
leave.
but
We're gonna leave. We're
Well,
gonna leave right
indirect
now.
assault on you.
there we go.
We got lost.
Either way.
Let's find our homies and leave.
Thank you guys for playing. And thanks
I'm
everybody for
noting the
watching.
fact that she's not actually trying to touch us yet. So
Ah,
that
yeah.
means she knows that she has some sort of disadvantage in this if she just did it herself. Like she needs her army. Interesting. Very,
I'm still
very interesting.
really hoping that her power can't, doesn't work on me. She hasn't touched me.
You
Yeah.
and Ian
Maybe.
and Jeffrey are the only
We'll
We'll
ones with
have
solid
to
soul-
find
souls.
out.
So we'll have to find out.
Oh,
the hard
Ambrose
way
too,
if
don't
she
forget.
can-
Ambrose,
Oh
yeah.
and Ambrose is enlightened now. Yeah,
I'm just
and
like,
Anarugi.
All
that's
right.
just Edaruga's goat.
Well, thanks for
Yeah,
playing,
anyways,
guys.
go.
See
We
you next
don't-
time.
Bye.